And hello, and welcome to Tales from the Dark Side, your Star Wars news and weekly comic recap presented by Renovision. It was a hit last week, or at least we think it was, so we went back into our short boxes and pulled out some more Star Wars comics at random, sort of. No rhyme or reason, kinda. Now we're going to decide what to do with them. Slab, sell, or stash. And we'll show off some pickups. We'll give you the latest on Star Wars news and collectible releases. I hear there's a lot this week, but there's only one Star Wars comic to review this week, Halcyon Legacy #2. Also, trivia, followed by decisions, where answering the question wrong just won't happen. Let's get it going, fellas.
Sorry. Sorry, I was late on the button. I had to turn on monetization. I forgot.
Oh, did you turn that before we? You better.
I was talking.
You better, because before we do anything else, since we got an early super chat, he gets first of the day and a super chat. Ronnie, thank you, Ronnie. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Ronnie. We really do appreciate it. Time to see some new shoes. You know what? I actually got but I got to get a different pair. I do the fish fry for Lent. That's what my service is. So I only have one pair because they smell so bad afterwards. I just don't.
I made it to the con with one pair of shoes.
I wouldn't even. That's because you sat in a chair all day. Who sits in a chair? In a chair we'll get to it later. All right, Ronnie, though. Thank you very much, Ronnie. We got to talk to you too. There's a new thing we're going to probably talk about a little bit later. Me and Eric have been working on, and I think it would be a good little segment show type thing we're going to be doing further on. So, Ronnie, get a hold of me. We got to talk to you. Thank you for the $2. Thanks for being the first in the chat too. Best show. And Pete was not late though. He was actually on time today. And the name Renovision is because his last name is Reno. So
yes,
just dox him for that. Okay.
Put it on tomorrow. It's out there.
Hey, Ruben, what's going on here? You're working on some good stuff too. That's really cool. Ed, hope the con went well for Pete. Well, yeah, I maybe we'll talk a little bit about the con, but he did sit. The whole time it was in a chair. Who sits in? You don't need shoes if you're sitting in a chair. I don't know.
It went as well as it could, sitting down the whole time.
Yeah, thank you. And yeah, we're at 1.5. It was faster than we thought, so we haven't gotten the stuff out. It's going to be a little bit late, but we just ordered the boxes for the 3 giveaway boxes, and now we have to ship our stuff to Pete. For those people that don't know, at 1.5 subs, we decided to do something super special. We're going to put together 3 mystery boxes, and then we will somehow figure a way to give them away to you people that watches the shows as fans. So we'll be doing that.
Should be coming tomorrow, I think.
Awesome. Justin, good to see you. Obi, always great. Ed, listen, we're not talking. It's Michigan State, not Michigan. Nobody cares about Michigan. Number 2, we weren't even supposed to make the thing, so it's pretty good. We did pretty good. Go Duke. Wayseeker almost got that. We were talking G.I. Joes backstage, and somebody thought you were talking about Duke.
Yeah, it was me. But you guys were listening in on us.
All right. Before we get Astro, good to see you. Darth Lopez, good to see you. Man, we're off the track already. Okay, please, Jedi, get us back on track and do the around the horns.
Okay, so working cons is tough. He would always complain about, foot pain, leg fatigue, back aches from standing all day. Then someone recommended compression pants, proper posture, and changing shoes a lot. He didn't believe them, though, not at first, said they were wrong, but he tried it, and it worked, and now he stands corrected.
No. That's your first warning. Next one gets you muted. Wait, you gave him control so I can't mute him anymore, did you, Pete?
Well, yeah, he can unmute himself.
I can unmute him. All right, so remember the time he was at King Kong 2 working the booth and whatnot sale? It was Thriller, but whoever had the booth behind them, they want to be starting something. Their music was bad, and he was in a state of shock. It's the visionary Pete Renovision. And I draw the line at actually singing Michael Jackson. So.
Was it Michael? What are they playing? Michael Jackson? You guys?
There were all kinds of stuff. It was
according to Ben C. They just played Michael Jackson on a loop the entire stuff.
What's wrong with Michael Jackson? That's not bad music.
He was loud.
Yeah. How else do you play Michael Jackson? All right. sorry, Jedi. My bad.
No, it's fine. I'm glad someone. I thought we were going to need to explain that intro, so I'm glad it worked out.
No problem.
So, hey, I've watched this guy's videos on IG for a while, but oh man, the video that he dropped on Tuesday, send the children to their rooms. That's language. Hate to be the target in that line of fire. He did predict a nasty DM to the eBay seller, though. It's Domtober, and hopefully he sent that eBay seller a message so that his prognostication percentage can go up, because he did predict he was going to.
I did. My mama.
So we're all proud of this next guy. We were proud of him on Wednesday, most for him calling out those false spec profit apps, but not me. No, not me. I was proud of him because he was able to keep his chat buttoned up during the Wednesday's tax show when a guest and friend of the channel was touting Whatnot as the best way to buy comics. It's the guy behind the curtain, JJ Maxwell. Good job.
JJ does not like Whatnot.
And this guy witnessed a miracle this week, and hopefully you saw it too. He was ready, though, just in case things went the other way. He had a roll of duct tape just off camera. It's me, Jedi Johnson 22. I don't know. I may need to explain that one too, but let's go.
All right. I got so many questions now. So it was only, first off, thank you. Annie, are you okay? Are you okay? Very good. Mama say, mama, masa, mama. Yeah, we got that one too. So it was Michael Jackson, and he's upset about Michael. I thought.
No, it wasn't just Michael Jackson. It was a lot of odd choice music.
I heard him mention Prince too, so there was a little Prince in there.
No, I got nothing against Prince. I love me some Prince.
What is going on here? If I wish, you know what I usually hear at cons? Farting and burping. I would love to hear Michael Jackson and okay, Prince.
No,
okay.
I think it was the realization was during his Whatnot sale that Ben had figured out that it wasn't the hotel playing the music, that it was the guys next to us that were playing the music the whole time.
Okay, number two,
it was entertaining.
Well, good. I'm glad that was entertaining. Apparently, me and JJ were still not down with the Whatnot things as much. I just don't have time to watch it, and JJ hates Whatnot. So there you go.
Actually, I've started buying cards.
Now he's buying.
Unfortunately,
oh, good lord.
Now I'm buying cards.
JJ, somebody was
opening a couple things, but not very much.
Last night, someone was opening up packs of cards. They weren't selling them; they were just opening them on Whatnot. And I started to kind of hit you up, but it was it would have been a little late your time, so I was like,
What's going on, Javelin?
It's the collectible card games for anime, and now I'm hooked. So, I'll stop though.
Oh no, that's good. No, that's good. It's good. So, speaking of that, make sure you're checking out Pete Renovision on Whatnot. Yeah, because
I will have a sale soon.
He has a good sale. All right, we will talk about it. I want a big shout out to the community, Dark Side community. A lot of people, lot of people, Lewis and Astro and our friend over there, Decor, and if you don't know those people, follow them. Yep. There was a lot of people. Somebody decided to tweak JJ's butt hairs this week, and we got at him pretty good, I guess. Positively though, we'll explain how we did it. We didn't just yell at somebody through an app. We'll go through what happened, but we'll do that a little bit later.
There was light yelling.
I think it was like correcting, and then he corrected it, and but you got to, once again, as I explained it offline to a lot of those people behind the scenes, that app is not, it's not for identifying what a first appearance is. It's for handing out notifications. That is the business model that's around that app. And I know it because of a channel that I worked on, and our old friend that showed up on Wednesday Tax Show used to be there. And we had some interaction with that app for like 4 months. So we know how it works. Okay. All Star Wars sale, Pete. Now he'll do a little something, maybe.
Yeah, it's probably not gonna be all Star Wars right now. I just did one of those. It's gonna take me a while to put that together.
But good job. I thought I was really busy when it was going down, so I put a couple comments in support. But I think you guys did a great job, all of you, everybody in the chat, everybody that participated in that. I'm glad you guys weren't. You're just stating facts.
Yes,
keeping it simple, stating facts, and taking the emotion out of it. Good job. All right, Jedi. Now? Listen, this is what I gotta say about this. What is with Dom's thing? Something blew up and broke, and we have an eBay issue. What's going on here?
So Don, if I may, Dom is like the nicest.
I don't want because Dom's gonna get red. He's gonna get mad.
He's gonna get angry.
I've never actually met Dom. I look forward to the day when I do because he's just the nicest dude you'll ever.
He really is. No. He's super nice. Yeah.
But somebody sent him a package.
And I was about to say it. I'm going to say it. And so his wife is super nice too, by the way. And that's not in a bad way.
Thank you.
That's politely, and she watches the show, and it's always good to see her. Thank you.
But he got a package that it wasn't as bad as the package I received, but he opened up this package. It was an eBay seller, sent him a Funko, and this box was wrecked.
Mm-hmm.
And I have not heard somebody, hopefully it's been long enough that we don't get demonetized, but I haven't heard somebody use the word son of a bitch so many times since I watched Smoking the Bandit and Sheriff Buford T. Justice. I mean, that's
look. So
he,
I don't like
he dropped the SOB bomb quite a few times in that video.
When it comes to the videos, I don't like the curse, but when it comes to the packaging and people do things, it's so easy to send something and protect it. Ways, it boggles me. But anyway, it was a Funko. It was this Funko Pop right here from Walmart.
I'll put it on it. Put it on it. Let's see if it's any damage though. Let's see if
I'm
it's
gonna show
damaged.
you. Now,
all right, give him the full.
Oh, I thought it was an eBay seller.
It was an eBay seller. I got it from eBay.
Okay.
Because
I can see it on the corner. Oh, Nelly.
Oh.
Ouch.
Ooh.
All that. So now I'm going to explain
why
that's
I bought it from eBay. It's like when you get a side profile of somebody and you're like, man, I thought you said you got to fight. And they turn and then the whole inside of their fight is just blown out, dude.
All here too. All here.
Yeah, I saw the tearing too.
Anyway,
if you have not watched that video,
watch it. Everybody has because they got to be subbed.
I missed that one.
I'm I don't remember. Was it 2 days ago or was it yesterday?
Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday, I think, right?
Now, what happened was I ordered these from Walmart months ago. And I keep getting notifications from Walmart. Oh, your package has expecting a new date, and they keep pushing it back and pushing it back and pushing it back. I'm like, you know what? Listen, I'm tired of this thing getting pushed back. It's in stores already. I don't understand why I can't get my order. So I said, you know what? Let me go on eBay, buy one for cheap, buy one for like $15. I pay $20.
Remember, he lives in the city though, Astro. So it's not like they have a Walmart right next door to him. You know what I mean?
It's in Jersey. I can go, but to make a long story short,
you got to cross a bridge. You got to pay it.
Yeah, I got to get a nice thing. It was mint on the thing, and when I got it, I went and then boom. I'm like, how do you pack this wrong? Why can't you just put it underneath something, wrap it around with bubble wrap, do something?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Tuesday because right after I watched it, I wrote his intro right away. I mean,
nice. See, can I say something about this? And some people will know what I'm talking about here, and I'm not going to put anybody on blast, but there was somebody who one time in one of our group chats, somebody had mailed something and they had paid dirt shipping. Like you knew it was coming medium mail. And this lady had sent it medium mail. And this guy in a private chat, not so private, it was a channel chat, decided to take the book out of the thing, said, the C word that you really got to be on some type of way to call somebody that word. He's over there. Thinks
unless you live over, across the pond.
Across the pond. Yeah, he's using that word. So he's listened to that and the old lady, drops that about 3 times, and he's taking the book like this. Now, mind you, the first time when he opens it, pulls it out, the book is mint. It's mint. It's a new book. They just went to the comic book store, she put it in there, boom, looks great. I get it. Didn't have a bag aboard it, but I was surprised coming out of email how good it was. This SOB doesn't know anything about comics, and he's sitting there going, oh, this C word, this da-da-da, and flicking it around and that causing damage to the book while he's doing it. And then trying to put her, and the whole chat just went quiet, and everybody's side chat's like, oh, this guy's unhinged, right? But if it comes like that, if you're going to complain about packaging and shipping, one, I bet you didn't pay $1.99, right? Number 2, or get free shipping. Number 2, I'm willing to bet it's got to come like that. You got to, Dom. You've had a couple bad lucks on packaging. We saw
I've had
big things. That other one that came, Jedi. On the other hand, how do you send that shit to Hawaii in nothing? But that's what I'm saying. Jedi, you know the guy I'm talking about. All of us, except for Dom, I think saw the video, so we know who we're talking about. But
with Jedi,
that box I opened had, and just a little bit. So I opened a box that was wrecked. And the slab somehow survived. There was no bubble wrap in that at all. They actually only thing was just a regular envelope. Mm-hmm. So I actually messaged the seller, and I don't blow up, but I said, I can't believe that you would send something like this. I said, you really, I was harsh, but I wasn't mean. And the response I got back, this is your typical eBay seller. He was like, I'm glad it worked out. That's all I said.
Yeah, glad
it all worked out.
Well, you see, look, at least your slab wasn't cracked. I got the one
amazingly.
The one I bought for like $400, the Boba Fett, the one from eBay, the eBay store, off the guy, the signed one. It came, the whole back was cracked. I had to send it back to him. I'm like, come on.
Yeah. And, hey, by the way, Jedi, he said something wrong too with insurance. He didn't buy insurance. He put it in for free insurance. Don't ever take that. Tell him I'm going to file a claim with whatever, because you bought it off eBay, I assume.
Yeah.
File the claim off of eBay. Claim off of eBay.
When you mail stuff priority, usually
you get $50.
It's $50 automatic. He didn't put any extra on that.
I knew when he said 100 that he was full of it. But
I would have just said, okay, cool. Then you need to file out a claim, just because he's a jerk off. But
yeah,
that's if you're having a bad day.
The sad thing is, I sent the guy a message on eBay. Mm-hmm. I didn't send him a bad message. I sent him. I go, listen, thanks for the pop, but unfortunately, it's damaged. I wish you would have packed it a little bit better to avoid the damage. This and that.
Right.
Never sent me a message.
That's you claim the shit out of that, man.
Yeah,
if the person comes back, it's like, hey, cool, man, I'll do whatever it takes. I just didn't like that. I put $100 of free insurance on it. You would have been like, okay, well, we're gonna have to talk.
What bothers me more? Not the $100 purchase, the $20 purchase, the $30 purchase. That bothers me more because there's still a value to that stuff.
Well, because they don't think,
if you buy collectibles, take the time to protect it when you're shipping it to people.
Yeah, if they'll listen to that though, like the problem that I have, like the lady that the one guy was calling the C word, she was just somebody who had because she was selling a bunch of dolls and other junk. She was selling stuff at a house. You got to take that into consideration. If it's somebody like Jedi where they were grading books and were like, yo, dude, I don't give a crap. Go file something with the post office. No, I'll file something with eBay. And listen, I get filed on an eBay all the time for stuff that's not even wrong. I've had people give bad reports and say ship it back. And when they shipped it back, they were talking crap in CGIs. We got to get going back into the regular stuff, but we'll talk about that some other time. Hopefully it gets taken care of, Dom. I would file both of your parts. I'd file, but whatever we go. Code Red, good to see you. Jay, good to see you. Dwayne Scott's here. Always good. Who else I missed? Chris. Chris, it's really pops. Yes, it does. That's unfortunate. Zaggy, I think we should just have an alarm when Zaggy comes in. Hey, he's trying to help.
The damage. The damage was just from love hugs.
Patrick, good to see you. Yeah, though Zaggy's now trying to milk free stuff from customers that he doesn't, or from people in the comments that he doesn't deserve. Joe, Sunday Fun Day. Good to see you, Joe. Glenn, good to see you. We got everybody in here today. Glenn Howard, good to see you. Appreciate the show, guys. We appreciate you, Glenn. Thanks for stopping by. All right, let's get into it. We're already 20 minutes off the rails. We haven't even gotten to news yet. Could you put the news up, Pete? Oh, Venom. One apology. Venom. The other day when we were talking Batman reviews, I did not see your comment. I did, but I didn't read it properly. I didn't know you didn't want us to spoil that. So I hope we did not spoil Batman too much for you. I'm sorry. We should have done a spoiler. My bad. That's all on me. I'm sorry about that. I know one thing. Jedi knows how to pack. My Star Wars card could have been dropped from orbit. It would have been damaged. Cool. Hey, nice. T. Jones, good. What's good? What's up? All right, let's get into the news.
I'm going to hit the intro because I keep forgetting we have one.
All right. So, first up, does anybody recognize what this is?
Yes.
Probably not.
Yes, I do. This is the
I'm buying one tomorrow.
Rocket firing?
We're supposed to rocket fire.
Rocket fire prototype. Yep.
You'll
shoot your eye out, Boba Fett.
Yeah, my side screen.
Yeah. Apparently, it's
cut off. That's why I missed it.
I think it's through Hakes auction.
Oh, okay.
Just putting it up. Is that how you say it? Hake?
Yeah.
Is it Hakes?
Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
Okay. That's how I'm going to say it. But yeah, so going up for auction there, but projected to go 6 figures. So.
Nice. Hello, Nicholas. Good to see you. Look at this, Dom. Give you a little hack.
My nephew.
No, I'm not gonna buy this. I never got the whole point of this, and I actually think there's more of these out there than they say, because I think they say there's only one of the white one, but I think there's 3, and of this prototype,
and I don't know
6 or 7.
This is AFA? Was it? I think they go by whole number, so it's like 50 or whatever, which is like mid grade, very good or whatever.
Well, you know
they
what?
have halves. I think there's 85.
There's a handful of different prototypes that came out.
It's a 50. It's an AFA 50, right? You know what it says?
Yeah, 50, which I think is like the mid grade for them, though.
That's not bad. Listen, if I had the money, I would buy it tomorrow.
Yeah. I don't doubt that. I actually don't doubt that. I 100% do not doubt you buy it tomorrow. If you have the
I don't doubt that at all.
Save it.
And then they ship it media mail to them.
We got a couple things in FLC coming up too in the review. Darth, you might want to hold on. All right, next up, what do we got?
For those still interested in this long delayed game, the Legos Skywalker Saga. So they put out the special edition. Details came out, which really isn't much. You get a special edition case. You get an exclusive figure, like in the game, I think, and then
hey Sam,
a booklet and a steel case. So not much to it. But
that's still pretty cool.
There it is. But game's been delayed like 6 times, so finally coming out soon.
I wondered if does the deluxe have all the downloads too? Because all those extra characters are coming.
Yeah, it's like 7. There's only 1 on this, but there's like 7 character downloads or something like that.
Yeah.
You
get a Lego. Can I ask you a question? Is that
deluxe edition?
Can I ask you a question? Maybe you know the answer. Is the thing that Luke's holding is that a box of Kleenex for all the grown men that faked crying when he showed up in The Mandalorian?
No, it's blue milk.
Nah.
Oh no. Oh okay.
It is blue milk. Yes,
it's blue milk.
The other way. All right. Next up.
And so this was rather hilarious. So I think I had a news story last week or the week before about how Eclipse would maybe go all the way back to like 2026 or 2027.
Yeah.
And I guess the developer came out this week and said, well, it's not really delayed because we never actually gave you a date.
So we're never
getting true, but if it's going to be like
developed.
Delayed into infinity, it sounds like.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah.
Just put together some cut screens and sell it to us for $10 a piece, downloadable, and I think we'll all buy it. Right?
Imagine this is a piece of a new show that they're making instead of the video game. They're gonna get a show like this on Disney Plus. That'd be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That would be, but this developer.
Well, the crazy part.
This is
yeah,
one
so
of
High Republic's like a 5-year project, right? And we're already 1 year into it.
Well,
so
5.5.
If they delay this thing too much, you're going to be like outside of High Republic.
No. Yeah, but that was it. So it's 5 years when they're supposed to have the majority of the totality done, but there is cinematically something supposed to be happening and a game going on for the next year or so after that, from what I understand, because they had the delay of the COVID. So we'll see what happens. We'll see. Either way, this thing's not going to be done in 5 years or 4 years. This thing's not going to be done in 4 years.
No.
Not going to be done in 3 years. This thing probably is never going to be done.
My 60th birthday, probably.
Good luck on that one. All right, next up. Jedi, that's your opinion too, right? That thing's gone, right? We're not getting it.
This came out of
talking. I'm thinking that they should just take what they have, make NFTs of it, and sell those. And just forget about it.
We need more.
Probably make more money that way.
Ooh, yeah. All right, go ahead.
Anyway, so this will come up later in comic previews, but dropped a preview for Dr. Aphra 19 this week, and interesting content in there. So
it's
we'll
very
get more into it later.
I do want to see what they're going to do with it. I do want to see what they're going to do with it, because this is not something like this actually kind of spits in the face of a lot of legacy stuff. But maybe we'll talk about it later. Maybe we should talk about it later, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead.
Yep. We'll talk about it. And so
regular head.
This was a Star Wars. They're talking about Star Wars 25 is going to be an anthology issue. They announced. So you get all kinds of different stories from different artists and different writers. So I think Soul's writing most of them.
Yeah.
But, I think there's other contributions in there.
There's going to be Yep.
I don't know.
Looks good.
Who is that Inquisitor on the right?
That's what I'm saying. He's got a regular head.
That's the
on the right.
The Seventh Sister.
He's got a regular head. It's supposed to be Grand Inquisitor.
My right, I guess.
The second.
That's not the Grand Inquisitor. I don't know. That's not the one.
Seventh
That's
sister.
Seventh Sister, I think.
No, he's talking about Grand Inquisitor. Go.
It's stage left.
Go.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like
Seventh sister.
Ruben. It doesn't look enough like Ruben.
My Grand Inquisitor.
Okay, so this is interesting in that kind of the roles were announced, but we didn't know who was playing them in this scenario. So we have I think it's Simone Kessel is her name. She's going to be playing, and now I can't remember the character's name, but or Bail Organa's wife, Leia's stepmother,
nice.
And then apparently Kenobi, and then I think it was Benny Safdie as the guy on the right, and he will be playing. Supposedly he'll be playing the mysterious new Jedi, that Nari. Whatever. That's supposed to going to be the role. So two roles announced out of this article.
That lost all the weight.
What's up?
I didn't really look up to see what their backgrounds were.
That's the brother from the Pattinson movie Good Time.
Oh, okay.
Which I think was
an
excellent movie.
Well, when I looked at pictures, he had a couple pictures with Pattinson, so that makes sense.
Yes, he was in the movie as his his brother had some some mental issues. He was a little deficient in some way, and it was his brother. It's part of the story. It's a really good movie, and what's convinced me that Pattinson would make a good Batman, but we're not going to get into Batman now.
Okay.
And I think the actress is from New Zealand. She's a Kiwi, as you would call it. So I think she's been in like New Zealand TV and stuff.
Moving on.
Yep. So and apparently there was a set photo released, which showed us, which kind of confirmed, not really news here, but that Axe Woves is coming back for season 3 of Mandalorian.
Favorite.
Sasha Banks nowhere to be seen, but apparently he's going to be there.
Everybody's favorite out of those three. Axe. We've all been waiting for him to come.
Yeah, everybody's favorite
One
body.
that everybody forgot about.
Body spray.
Even the director and writer of the last episode forgot about him.
Everybody's favorite random dude. Nobody gives a shit about. All right, next up.
This was interesting.
Yes.
Christopher Lloyd. Yes.
Who was it that did that?
Which I think Sticks sent me the meme on the left there.
Sticks? Yeah. Oh no, there's another one. Who did the one with what's her name?
There's a lot out there now.
I sent it to you, Cara Dune.
Yeah, Cara Dune.
Cara Dune.
Yeah.
So what?
I don't know. I have no idea what rules. Is anybody else thinking he's going to be like a Werner Herzog type character, or is just going to kind of be there and uses maybe crazier than Werner Herzog's character was?
Yeah, just rolling around. Oh, back in the day, let me tell you about your Mandalorians. I used to travel around in the DeLorean and tell you all about it.
I can see him as some sort of like crazy droid mechanic or something. Maybe.
I think he could be a scientist or something.
All right. Hey, Prince Zodiac, good to see you. All right, next up.
Yeah, I accidentally rolled the wheel.
So
forward.
This is not really news. This was an interesting article though that about Andor, because supposedly the second season is already greenlit or whatever and coming out, and you got the first season pretty much in the can. But the question of this artikel was, can you ruin it with too many cameos? Kind of like if you did what they did with Boba Fett, Book of Boba Fett, but there's 12 episodes and then another 12 episodes, and like how much fan service can you have in a 24 episode series and still have a good story? So, I don't know. It's an interesting thing to think about before the show comes out.
See, and that's the thing. Since you have 12 episodes, you can actually do the things that the Book of Boba Fett did that they shouldn't have done.
I have a different take on this. I think this might be. I don't think it's about how many cameos you have. I think it's if the cameos fit in the storyline, right?
Fit the narrative.
So, like, for a guy
shoehorned in there.
Yeah, for a guy who's out there like going around, it makes sense. Like he would run into some of these people; they'd be in the background, or he would, because he's a spy. Why wouldn't you run into these people? That makes sense. I mean, that makes sense. So,
but if we randomly get 2 episodes of like Lando flying around with no Andor, and it's like, wait a second, whose show is this? Well, then I don't have questions.
Hey, Lando could pop up in this.
Everybody can pop up.
Yeah, they could pop up. What I'm saying is, if they take an entire episode of themselves,
I know,
the main character's not even there. Then you're like, wait, whose show?
Well, that's kind of the threat, is it takes place in this time period where there's so many possibilities. But,
that's what I'm saying. Like, there's so many possibilities of people who could cameo in it. That makes sense. Like, just trying to shoehorn people in. I feel like that's the one worry I worry about Obi-Wan is like, are we just trying to like shoe in new fan stuff, familiarity stuff, cartoon stuff. Like, I don't really want that. I want a cohesive storyline where, dude, you run into it. Like, you know,
I want a nice for this show. I'd love a nice spy narrative. Give me that nice,
cool.
Slim down. I don't need a lot of stuff extra added to it. Just a nice, slim down, really good spy story would be really nice.
All right, next up.
So apparently there was a release schedule for Star Wars put out there, and from this year at least, Bad Batch was missing.
Huh.
So some people are saying 2023 now, maybe for season 2. I have a hard time believing they'll actually wait that long.
Yeah, that's too long. I think people
will
kind of a long wait.
Something in Star Wars Celebration.
We'll see. They always do. May 4th.
Yeah, I assume we'll see May the 4th, some news or something. But
right
now, some people speculate next year.
Maybe we'll follow it live here on Renovision. We'll talk to Pete about that.
Yeah.
May 4th. All right.
Depending what day that is. Of the week, I'm saying.
So did the article actually meant to say that it was Bad Batch that is getting...
No.
Because this to me...
They just mentioned that it was absent from
that reads like clickbait to me.
It does.
Half these are clickbait. But, and don't forget, this is kind of like the rumor section. So like they didn't really give you like a definitive answer.
Yeah, but you can find their like parents. BK, what's good? No Secret Crow coming. Yes, you're right. All right,
our last one.
Yep. Speaking of rumors, so apparently there was also a couple articles this week that a new animated series is reportedly in the works. This was based on a
Indiana Jones 5.
Name. I should have written it down.
Indiana Jones 5?
Yes, Indiana Jones 5 is being released as soon as Harrison Ford recovers from whatever injury he had. Yeah. What was I saying? Oh, the composer. I'm sorry. The composer was apparently leaked this information that he was working on a Star Wars project and it's animated coming out. So now that could mean many things. Some people think it's a new series, given what the context he put around it, but it could also be maybe Bad Batch season 2. Who knows? But I put this up here because there was that whole Bad Batch Tales of the Jedi Visions Lumer when Tales of the Jedi was a thing. So who knows? Maybe that's the series he's talking about. I don't know. But
why is it a record player again? Did we ever figure that out? I still have so many more questions. That out. And why have they never actually shown?
I never even confirmed that this was real.
Yeah, they've never shown the Jedi Bad Batch support. You never saw it like you do in the top left corner, which is also interesting.
Yeah.
Tickets are sold out for adults now, Sam. So hopefully some people are going. That was 50-50. But Jeffrey, you are not late, by the way, and it's good to see you. All right, is that it for news?
That's
all right.
Yeah.
Let's cross over with comics. There's going to be a little bit of crossover, but I think we'll dig a little deeper into it. Soundtracks, maybe, right? But some of the stuff they had, like Indiana Jones 5, didn't even have a soundtrack out yet. So, all right, we've got one book. It's Halcyon Legacy. This is remember, these are all going to be kind of like one-shot storylines in a greater storyline, right? And I know we were happy about the Sing covers. She didn't miss leg day apparently in one of them, so that's always dope.
She's doing a house party dance.
I don't get the shorts. I still don't get the shorts.
It was the 90s.
When did she ever wear shorts?
On the actual cover of the comic, she's not wearing shorts, right? She's actually wearing like.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
That makes more sense then.
Pants. She's wearing pants. It starts off with what's his name? Captain Jack Sparrow.
Crimson Jack?
Yeah, Crimson Jack. Which, I don't know. I kind of skipped through a lot of this because it's that same back and forth crap. But you do get your first appearance of Linka.
He's got pants on, right?
We don't know yet.
Have not shown him below the waist.
Yeah, we haven't shown him.
We don't know yet.
He actually looks like the guy from Voltron that right? The guy that
he does.
He does, right?
It looks like who was the Captain America character that used to wear the bowler hat?
Oh,
Dum
Dugan.
From World War II. Yeah. Dude.
They haven't shown below the belt, but we do get Linka Mook. She's talked about before. It's the director on that starship. It's her, guys. I'm just letting you know. It's her first
Prince.
appearance.
It's biker shorts,
and she's gonna be in this. She is like part of the whole experience. It's the first time you get her. This is all really dumb. I don't even know why they added in. Jedi probably thinks it's great because they talk about the experience on the ship, but whatever. Okay, we get to storyline. We get Sting.
They showed the buffet, which is all I could. No, they didn't.
Ooh.
They did it last week.
The blue shrimp.
Oh no, they showed the casino this week. So this week they Sing's there. She's watching some dude. He's losing a lot of money. They have a little great back and forth. She goes, "Yeah, of course. There's tons of eyes on you because we know that you owe the Huts a ton." He's like, "How'd you know that?" We get Zam in the background, or not in the background, in the foreground, then the background, then the foreground. Why couldn't they just change her without having a C3 unit there? I don't know, but whatever. Looks like Jabba the Hutt is planning on buying the whole ship, which I don't know why that makes a difference, because I don't think Jabba the Hutt's there anything to do with the hotel or the experience, but whatever. We get a warrior tries to come up to cause a little bit of trouble. He works for Jabba. Sing's already been hired by this guy, and we missed it. Yeah, guy's terrible to his kid too. Starts yelling at him to get rid of him. The weakened thug then tells Sing, "Hey, we've got his kid. We put him on a planet, and blah 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 blah." The robot makes some dumb excuse that you can't get out of here, so she just decided to get a ship and get out of there anyways. Went down to the planet to go find the kid. They're all laughing now because they've got a whole. This is kind of cool. It pretty much turned into what's that one movie where they throw the humans into the woods and then they hunt them? You know what I'm talking about? They've redone it like 20 times now.
Humans in the woods and then they hunt them.
Yeah. There's people
Target was Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah, something like that. All right, so it's pretty much the same thing. But in this case, they're using a beast.
There was one with Ice-T.
Yeah, there's a ton of them. Yeah, all those. But in this one, they're actually just using it for bedding. They've got this little, this awesome woodland creature. It's so stupid. Actually, it's stupid what they're fighting. But whatever. She ends up shooting it. Doesn't die right away. Shoots it again. Dead. It does eat somebody at one point. But whatever. Ends up winning the bet. Yeah, I'm making this story sound great because it was okay. It wasn't the best. Dead. She gets back.
I did riveting tale you were sharing.
I know, right? Like, I was hoping for more though out of it, right? Like
you were.
Yeah, the better Sing story. Maybe how she gets pushed off the edge. They did give us a little.
My expectations were kind of low.
It's a comic adaptation on a ride, basically.
I know. I get it.
Not even a ride, a hotel.
Zam gives a little crap. She does name drop Jango Fett, which is, I guess, salvageable. Not in a picture that makes her look anything like she should. And by the way, Zam didn't do crap except for at the end.
Jango Fett. What year is this?
Yeah. Right there. Says I would have rather teamed up with Jango Fett. This is before Jango Fett died. This is before she got pushed off a thing. This is before all that, supposedly.
I thought this was like High Republic time, or not High. You know what I mean? Like
they're doing different stories.
Oh, different areas. No, yeah, because they're gonna do one that's like Clone Wars next, because it's gonna be Padme. One other part though, I did add a little.
This is Phantom Menace timeline, is what we're talking about. Then
right before Phantom Menace.
Okay,
probably.
All right, that's what I was missing because I didn't read this yet because
they did solidify.
Beckett kicks her off a cliff.
Yeah, they solidified the kicking off the cliff almost because it says Sing and Zam had terrible deaths. So like, I think she really did get kicked. I mean, at least the word on the street is she got kicked out by Beckett off the roof and went splatty too. Still, so I guess they're gonna stick to that. Cannibalism, whatever. Yeah, I mean, wasn't really cannibalism though. It was like plant life eating. It's kind of like Venus flytrap maybe ish.
Oh,
well, if it was
to answer Prince's question up there.
Or Prince's question.
Prince Zodiac's question. They are retail. They're just about the theme park ride.
Yeah, they're just about the theme park.
Or theme park hotel, I should say. Yeah.
There was one given out at the theme park for I think the first one. There also was some other.
Yeah, for issue 1.
Gave away some of the stuff.
Reporters.
Actually, it was given to the press, wasn't it? I think.
Press,
press passes. Yeah, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, so not the best book, but what are you gonna do? Next week we got Vader. Anybody excited about this Sprouse this week? We got
first Moff Gideon on the cover.
With a little bit of,
doesn't look bad, but I'm not excited about it.
Yeah, I'll buy it, but if it's
will I buy it?
Out,
yes.
I'm not chasing it.
I'm also not extremely excited about the inside. It's a what's your favorite clone's name here or favorite maiden tail?
Sabe.
Sabe.
I'm still figuring out if it's Sabe or Sabe.
Jedi will say it. That's all.
Sabe.
Sabe. Sabe is going to go in and make the dealing with the other two. And of course, once again, Ochi just looks like a punk ass and then says, yeah, wait, you guys are doing this for a cause? I'm just trying to stay alive. Man, it doesn't work much longer.
Next, just be like, I know she's supposed to be Padme's double, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
But in this issue, like from what I saw in the previews, she does not look like Padme.
Yeah, she's not. So she was, I think, if I remember right from the novel, she was the first of the handmaidens chosen by the captain of security or whatever. But I don't think she was the one that actually doubled for.
She wasn't?
So she could double for her if there weren't like close eyes on her, but if it was something where there were a lot of eyes on her, there was this other.
Yeah, each one had a specialty, and I think hers was hers negotiation or was it weapons? One of them was like a great fighter, and the other one was great at impersonating her, and the other one was great at like.
Well, don't forget, she's also had a lot of makeup on too, like every time she was presented, so it was easy to hide.
Well, I think we're talking about the books though. Like they gave each one a special.
Okay. So she was the one that when Padme got busy doing her Padme stuff, she sent
Anakin Skywalker. You could say get busy doing Anakin Skywalker. You could say
that. she sent Sabe to go and try and because one of Padme's things that she was against was slavery, right? She was against slavery, so she had kind of assigned Sabe to kind of try and get rid of slavery on Tatooine or something like that.
Isn't that because Sabe came from slavery or something like that? Yeah,
did she go to like the? Did she go to like the?
You got to read the novels.
Did she go to like the Corbin Dallas negotiation school?
Yeah.
That's like sending Jared Kushner or whatever to go settle the Middle East.
They answer the question.
Go fix slavery in the galaxy.
To answer the question, just because people don't know, there was a bunch of clones. This one was in the movie in the background, but she wasn't the main one that dressed up like her.
Not clones, doubles, right?
Or doubles, yeah. They weren't.
They were clones, right?
No, they were just doubles. They were girls that were recruited really young that looked like her, that they trained for specific tasks, pretty much to take her place because which is kind of creepy, but whatever. Okay, that.
It'll always be Keira Knightley to me.
Yes, exactly.
There you go. All right, next week. We've also got Dr. Aphra. I still don't know how I feel about that first cover, but I'm gonna buy it anyways.
Yeah,
it looks like an anime. Yeah. Talking about the one on the left.
By the way, there's a bunch of Japanese artists they're doing a series of Japanese artists coming up with. I think Momoka's the first one, but then everything else after that they haven't revealed yet. But they're gonna all have a series on that. So we get first appearance of our Bo-Katan in what's the one? What's the one on
Costa Reeves?
Costa Reeves. We got our first Costa Reeves. There we go. They won't be inside the book though.
Notice Axe. Poor Axe is left out again.
Yeah,
not on the cover.
Interesting enough. What's this chick's name again? We just said her name and then I forgot it again.
I think it's like it starts
Morbius
with Kofan or something.
Kofa Nice or something like that. Hold on. Either way, if you remember, she's the one that's into the dark artifacts. Also, not to be confused with the anarchist who's also into dark artifacts. This one tries to use the ones from the
archivist. Yeah. Anarchist.
Anarchist is a totally different thing.
Yeah. It also a different thing. Yeah, but she's the one that kind of tried to. Well, she got Aphra. She's the opposite of Aphra, right? Would that be it? Like Aphra sells her.
Yeah, she considers herself to be like Aphra's like mortal enemy, I guess. Whatever. Because she wants all the artifacts for herself.
Hey, it's not like the one thing that always ticks me off is when people are like, yeah, I love Dr. Aphra. She's Indiana Jones. And you're like, no, well, Indiana Jones didn't steal artifacts to sell them on the black market and was a technology wizard. He kind of was the opposite of all that. This would be like her, but the dark side version, I guess, because she steals shit too. But she does it for nefarious reasons. Yep. The good part, or the one part that I think we need to address, and this is in the preview, so we're not giving anything away, is that they talk about her and what she is and what she does, and about the Ascendants and kind of what their whole gimmick was. It said it makes them Sith. So do you think, JJ, I know it's comic books, and I mean I know you're deep into legacy too. Do you think they're changing around how you quote unquote make a Sith? Or do you think it's kind of like it makes it Sith-like?
Yes.
Sith acolyte?
Well, I mean, so they've toyed with it before, right? I mean, I think this was supposed to be, this is an Ascendant artifact for the Ascendant is kind of like a cult, I guess, like a dark side cult. They're not Sith, they're not Jedi. Mm-hmm. But the artifact that they're both seeking is that clue. But like they've kind of toyed around with it before, and that things can like possess you in turn. Because you look at a Momin's Mask, for instance,
right? But that was
a
Sith artifact from a Sith Lord that injected himself into it. Because Marmathon was
right. But I'm saying they can make people turn like dark and give them powers, more or less. But that's canon. That's not legend. Right. So yeah, I think they're changing it to a degree. Mm-hmm. But it's hard to say because you don't know how this is going to play out. This is a preview, and this probably is like the last page of the next issue anyway. So it'll probably be like issue 20 before we figure out what they're really talking about.
They usually give you the first 4 pages. So this is probably page 4.
Is it first 4 pages?
Yeah, but they'll probably explain it in the next one because in Aphra, the next one, she turns dark. So if she turns dark, it's probably something that gives you like you said, kind of like a cheaper version of the. I don't think they could actually turn Sith that way. So,
I mean, part of me thinks it's a big feint, kind of. I mean,
could be
like, oh, it could turn into Sith, and that is one like maybe that's the legend around the artifact, but not really what it does.
That's one of the big things about. I think J. Scott Campbell. Let's put that back up. Spider-Man cover. Oh, the Mary Jane. Really?
Yeah, I don't know which cover that was.
It looks just like the. Whatever.
It could be. Right. I don't know if I've seen that J. Scott Campbell cover.
What I think it might be.
Where that cover came from because I ain't getting it. I don't understand it.
Yeah. I think it's a lot like all the other stuff in Aphra where she supposedly goes and finds it, and then once she looks at it closer and figures it out, then it like the path. Remember, she's supposed to find a path from the high, from the error that we're just talking about a minute ago.
Here.
The higher, yeah, the higher.
Going to address this.
It's not. Excuse the new. No, it's all right. Is there a duality they introduced? Oh. No, that the duality. Isn't he talking about the vision thing with that was the play on Luke Skywalker going down the pit?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Oh, that no. This would be like an actual, like I said, the best analogy I think it was like a possession type thing. Mm-hmm. But we don't really know exactly because we haven't seen the thing or it's been explained to it how it works. But.
Yeah, so I think what she's referring to, because they're collecting all these and putting it together, that if you amass it, it's like an armor, and somehow the armor turns you to a Sith, which is not how it works.
Yeah,
and I'm hoping that stays how it works. So, all right, good. I just thought it was a little something. Renovision, Eric sent you something.
I am getting it now.
The Ben Solo and Rey connection. No, that was something. Oh my God, the Ben Solo and Rey connection. That was something that was worked up through
Raylo.
Yeah, that was something that was worked up through technically the Emperor. All right. Yeah. No, that was something that was worked up through the Emperor.
Do you think this is more like a?
This is a good screen for me to use for what I'm about to put up. This is what Eric sent me. This could make a great shirt.
I think this is more this is like a weapon that you could turn you into a Sith, is what they're potentially describing, more or less.
Yeah. I like it. Turn it up. Shirt it up.
Son of a bitch.
Right. Yeah. So the prints that what you're talking about, and they kind of explained it more in like one of the it's like something that was laid. It was a plan that was laid on before where it linked them up together. That's kind of what that was. That was a great thing. Let's shirt that one up. We got a couple other ones we got to get done too. Okay, next week too. I guess if you want, I don't know why we need a second print of this. They're going through all the second prints.
I like the second print. I think this one's better.
They did the same thing with Galaxy's Edge. Remember Galaxy's Edge? Like, no, I didn't think that many people bought Galaxy's Edge, but they went to like 3 printings.
Hey, by the way, Chris,
why?
Just in case, we do make stickers out of all this. So if you go to the link below, you can choose sticker options for any of these.
Yes, there are sticker options.
Yeah, I just don't know why we have it. Why do we have a second print? But whatever.
But is it the starry background? I couldn't. It's not really clear.
Yes, starry background. It is starry.
You can't tell. I even looked at a high resolution image. But.
Yes, it is starry background. I'm looking at it.
All right.
All right. Next up.
Maybe I just have terrible eyes.
Star Wars number 23. We get Yak Face because, well, we needed a Yak Face, I guess.
A Yak Face, definitely. Hot toy.
This is like there's a 3-part story arc with this. It's 22, 23, and 24 for those that have forgotten 23. It's Poe Dameron's parents. One's like stranded, but they're doing a lot with the lady that you see there, the what is here? She was under Tarkin, the Imperial officer. That's going to continue her
Zara.
Yeah, Zara, and she's going to end up linking over to the final battle with Leia somehow in 24. And then we'll talk about 25 in a minute. You've also got a 125 variant of the Crimson. There's a Crimson crossover, so you get the assistant to Kara right there. They also decided that we did a second print of number 15 for some reason. So then they're doing all the reprinting crap, right? They did Starry background. This one's getting the interior page with a bunch of crap that nobody cares about, like the,
looks like Wolverine in the bottom corner. What's his name?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Oh no, in the right or the left? Which one?
On the left, by the barcode. That's what's his name?
More. All right, and then what they're doing too, another one that nobody asked for. We're getting a first reprint of Han Solo and Chewbacca. I assume this is because of Oven or Oven, however you want to say Oven's name, which is in one. Supposedly he might be Han Solo's dad. I don't know. If you watched Han Solo, the story, one of the guys who wrote it had said a while ago, like Han's dad is somewhere like drinking himself to death in a bar. So I guess that guy was drinking himself to death in a bar. I don't think he is.
This is Josh Brolin as Han Solo, or
I don't know. If you could see the one closer, this is the big difference between the first and second print. The first print will be all yellow. The second print will have black lettering. It's where it says Han Solo and Chewbacca. Once again, something else nobody asked for, but we get it anyways. Okay. Then down the road, because we had a lot of down the road news, here we go. Makes everybody's day, including Dom. And these really, they're going to be ordered early. Make sure if you want to, you can already start FOCing these.
Yeah.
You need to get them. There'll be a lot of it out of there, though.
There's going to be a lot of them, though. Don't forget store variants.
The 125s and the 150s.
Yeah, and do know this. There's going to be a ton of store variants on this shit.
Yeah, I've already got a ton of emails personally about all the packs. Like, oh, buy your collector packs. So they're giving you all the coverage. Get yourself a 1 in 50. And it's $170 in there. And I'm like,
there will be. I mean, this is where you're going to get all your firsts throughout this line, just so you know.
There's a lot of first.
So if you guys are first collectors, make sure because right now they're cheap. So pre-order them. Make sure if you don't have someplace to go, I recommend going to Daggett's. Talk to our friend over there, Keith. He really does take care of you. Daggett's Comics. He sets you up if you pre-order them. You know what? And if you pre-order enough, you get a little discount. Pre-order these if you want them. If you're a first collector, don't get left out.
Hey, Marco. How many printings are they going to make of this?
Jesus, I hope they're going to do. They're probably going to do 2, but there's going to be like 15 covers. Yeah.
No,
you're
getting
5.
4 printings.
There's no way they're doing. There's no way they're doing 5. If they do 5,
I said 5. I said 4.
4.
4.
I don't know, man. There's 15 covers of this.
You know what? The whole fact is the first appearance of Mando. This is big.
Yeah, that's not how it works, though. Like,
no, but they're gonna sell you books. That's how it works. They're gonna give you. Oh, we gotta buy a second print.
Okay, no, but this is
125.
That's not what happens. What ends up happening is 4 of the first prints. Yeah, they're gonna have 15 of the first prints. But this is what's gonna. I bet you there's gonna be 15 covers for the first print. But this is what's gonna happen. It all depends on content creators. We're gonna get into it a little later. But if the content creators all of a sudden order 10,000. Every step they order 10,000, they're going to do another printing after that until they don't do 10,000 anymore. That's the bottom line.
Zodiac wants to know if that's spelled right.
D-A-G-G. How do you spell it?
I think it's E, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. D-A-G-G.
I think it's E-T.
Yeah, E-T. Send them a message. Tell them Marco sent you. Yep. It is E-T.
Yeah. There you go. Eric's got it too.
Yeah. Is it 2 T's after it? Or is it 1?
I think it's 2 T's.
We have it someplace on the screen because we promoted them before. It is 2 T's. Yeah, Daggetts. Daggett's Comics. He does a little. Some kid drew him a picture of Keith too. If you want to hit him up on Facebook, that's why there's a cartoon character of it. 500,000. I think that's probably correct, Jay. I think that's going to be. I think it's going to be very close to what they were doing with High Republic. Look, if we could get away, I don't know. We got in some trouble last time because we kind of gave the numbers away because we may have gotten distribution packages and. That we'll try to do it again to see where we're at here, but they need to use original art for each printing. I would agree with that, but that's not what they're going to do. It's D-A-G-G. Daggett, Keith, how you spell it? D-A-G-G-E-T-T-S. Did somebody put that back in there? Just put official so they can see it, Pete. When's the book supposed to be released? What is it? A month down the road at the end of the month? 2 months? It hasn't even been FLC yet.
I have no idea what you just said.
A week? June?
I think June.
Oh my gosh. We should be more prepared, but we're not. We're too busy talking about stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
It's in June.
Thank you, June. Yeah, so they have all that time. I mean, it's gonna be killer. There's gonna be a ton. Which one is Baby Yoda's first appearance? Probably gonna be in
the second
2?
issue.
It's gonna be in 2.
2.
Yeah, I assume it'd probably be in 2. Leftover get off. All right, next
up.
up.
Those adaptations. Sometimes they fool you.
Yeah, sometimes they do.
Sometimes the adaptations fool you, and they'll make like the first normally like the first episode like half a comic.
They might have more content. They might show you more stuff, like the movie book when they do the movies.
They sometimes would have different covers, which was nice, but like going back, I only put this up for 5 for the Halcyon Legacy because that's actually a really great boss cover, and you don't get too many really great boss covers.
That's nice.
As you know, too, though, we've got the Star Wars series, so we're going to have this. We kind of already mentioned that in news. It's going to be an anthology. That's how we also know that 24 is going to be the end of that one storyline.
I like that negative space you have on the Bosk.
Dude, it's so super cool, right?
Yeah.
Let's hope it turns out that way. That's supposed to be the A cover for number 5. So, and we're getting a boss story, which is always good too, I think, in my opinion. But I just like that figure. So prequels to sequels, as JJ said, we're gonna have an Obi and Anakin story. We're gonna have a Darth Vader story, which is Inquisitor heavy, hopefully, which would be really cool because we haven't had that one of those for almost a decade now. Poe, and then we get a Kylo Ren story for Jedi's kids. So there we go. Charles Soule is going to be doing, I think, all of them, and the art is going to be a bunch of different people. So there's also a shit ton of covers for this that haven't been revealed. I think at last count it was 10. I was at 10 already. Yeah. So there you go. Enjoy that, boys and girls.
You got to hit up my LCS and have them put them away.
Solo's got a cool one coming out. Is this 4? I actually really like the Black K cover for these.
Something on 25.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
That I just realized. You think they're so one of the stories is an Obi-Wan and Anakin story, right?
Yeah, that's combined together when they're hanging.
But that would be prequel time, like the prequel area, like before.
Yeah,
Fall of the Empire. Mm-hmm. I'm wondering where the Inquisitors fit in that storyline.
Darth Vader. I think they're
probably with the Vader story, though, right?
Yeah, I think they were going to get more Darth Vader story with Inquisitors.
Yeah,
I was thinking at some point you have to like introduce how Obi-Wan knows Inquisitors, but they may do that on the show.
Yeah, because even looking at the cover, you can see it's kind of layered in rows, where you got the Obi and Anakin, and then you got the Inquisitors with Vader, and then you got the new stuff with Kylo and Poe down at the bottom. So,
it's
even layered that way.
Vader's coming to Disney Plus on the Obi-Wan show. That could be the audition for him to get his own series down the road.
Cool.
Darth Vader.
What'd you say?
This is for you, Tom.
Put it in the chat for you, Prince. Maybe we should just grab Daggett's link and we'll put it in the thing afterwards. All right. Next up. Yeah. What are you saying? Darth Vader's getting a show?
I'm saying that it could be an audition for Darth Vader later show down the road.
Yeah, we'll get to this later. First of all, change my mind. All right, cool. Next up. Dang it.
So wait, but before you already closed it out, but you like the over muscled Black K? That's the one you like?
I actually do. But listen, yeah, I actually like.
I like the face, but the body looks.
I've heard people hate that one. They like the A cover, the regular cover better. Yeah, I don't though. I
looks like an angry Ewok.
Maybe it's because of the fish.
I really
the knuckle busters.
That's true. I do like the hand.
Zaggy, you said 7 different names, and then you're gonna give him finally the right name at the end. Knock it off, dude. All right, Zaggy. Why is there so many for
Chef asked the most important question, whether or not we'll see the return of Watto.
We probably will. Why is there so
many for that one?
25? Because I assume this, Jay, I really do. I assume it's going to be a lot like you see this for K, and I bet you there's going to be a lot like each specific one of those stories is going to have a primary character that they're going to focus on. So out of that, you're going to have to focus on that's already like 5 covers there. Then they're going to have to do a couple of variants. And
well, it's also anniversary issue. That's really the main answer. It's
no, Prince, you're good.
I'm going to sell you a bunch of books because it's 25
and to make money.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, some of these guys like it. Okay, there we go. Yeah. All right. Oh, wow. Yeah. I mean, if you don't read comics, I can't help you. Okay. All right. Next. Well, you can watch our show. We have it on it. Go ahead. You guys want to do pickups? That's perfect because I have to go. Pete, run pickups for me, please.
Let me run pickups. I don't have any pickups. All right. Does anybody have any pickups that they would like to share?
I do.
All right. Dom's got some.
Yeah,
all right. We'll let you start.
Let me start. First things first, I have this. Got this pretty cool coin from this company called Thanks to Maker, a Boba Fett coin.
Oh, what is that? Yeah.
It's like a coin. It's a coin.
I see what like there's, but the cut like there's black. Yeah.
I am Boba Fett, and you turn it around. Left for
nice.
Dead. The sands of Tatooine.
It's a challenge coin.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Probably call them in the military anyway.
I like it. Got it for sale. Got that. Thanks to JJ, his connection for the German variants wind up getting me this, which I'm very happy about. Only 75.
One of only 75 in the world.
Only 75 in the world. One of the rarest Boba Fett covers out there.
I want to hear you read the title though.
Gregory D. Jaga. I don't know.
War of the Bounty Hunters.
War of the Bounty Hunters, exactly.
All right.
Got that, and let me see what else I have. I know I have one more thing. I got this beautiful statue, limited to 1,000 pieces.
Ooh, that's a big one.
Milestone Boba Fett. Turn the Jedi. Get the bag out of here. There you go. You can see it. There you go.
Oh, I see. How big is that thing when it's outside of the box?
Yeah, it's not that big. It's like a like 1/6.
It's like a foot tall or something. Like that?
Yeah, 1/6 scale. So it's basically about maybe yay big.
Yeah,
but
it's pretty awesome.
1,000 pieces made. You know what the sad thing is? They actually made an international one. 100 pieces. It's a variant of this, and it's different. It has like color deco, and I missed out on that. What? Can't have everything.
You can try, as you have been.
You could, but one day, who knows? That's it. Pickups.
Good to have goals. Who wants to go next?
All right.
I mean, I'll show this one thing since we talked about it a little bit earlier. This is my miracle that arrived.
The miracle slab.
All I need is a miracle. All I need.
Nice. No scratches. Huh?
Is it even scratched or anything, Jedi?
Nope, not that I can tell.
It's amazing how that package was packed.
I checked the corners. I checked. Yeah, I mean,
again, if you guys didn't see like the box or any of that stuff, it was just inside a bag, inside a box, loose.
It looked like a train wreck.
Sat on.
Also, you might want to inform that seller if you would have taken that back. Just a little tip here, boys and girls. If you would have taken that back and opened it up in front of the United States Postal Service, they would have been charging him too, because you are not allowed to use the priority. You're actually paying for that priority envelope. He wrapped it in a priority envelope.
Yeah, the interior. Yes, you can't use the interior for that stuff.
Yeah, so you wouldn't even get paid out your $50 because they're going to take it out of what they would charge you for another flat rate shipping. Dom, where'd you get the coin from?
Oh, I got it on eBay. I got it on eBay. It's about $15.
I want a link, but
it's not bad.
Boba Fett challenge coin.
Yeah,
probably.
I like it.
If you want to search it, maybe.
Boba Fett challenge coin. Okay.
The guys in the chat want to know where you got it.
Oh, I got an eBay. Let's go on eBay challenge coin.
eBay challenge coin. Cool. All right. Let's speaking of Dom. Let's get into. Is that it? Did anybody else have anything to show? I really just had to go pee bad.
I got one thing, but I don't need to show it. It's fine.
Go ahead, JJ. We're an hour into the game. We haven't even gotten toys yet.
Off Macari, real cheap.
Ooh, what number is that?
Right.
What? See what number it is.
300 or 500 or whatever it was printed. I don't know the number off the top of my head. I didn't get the COA with it, but this is the annual. It's the Ben Harvey.
Yeah,
nice.
That dude books.
Yeah, okay, about $150 on Macari, so crazy.
Yeah, I have the set. There's a trade dress version and then the version.
Yeah, I didn't. I usually don't like the kind of the black and white or whatever they did for it. So I'm a color guy.
You fancy, huh? All right. No, this is the wrong thing. We're not doing this yet. All right, where's toys? remove this. There we go. There we go, Dommies. All right, Dom's Collectibles. Here we go, Dom. Take it over.
Here we go. Gentle Giant has come out with a bunch of stuff this week. Starting off with go to the first slide.
Mm-hmm.
So that
hold on real quick.
What?
I got it from what's the girl that plays the Ahsoka? Who's the one that's
Ashley Eckstein?
Ashley Eckstein Stipe.
Ashley
Darth Maul shirt. It's on clearance probably.
That is the jumbo
her universe,
size.
isn't it? Is that the name of the thing?
Yep. Go ahead. Sorry, Dom. Go ahead.
Oh, that's right. The jumbo size Darth Maul that the Boba Fett's that come out about $80
for this.
It's it's like a giant size Star Wars figure.
It's like a giant size 3 3/4, right?
Yes.
Like they just blow up the 3 3/4.
It's like the jumbo.
How big? 6 inches?
12 inches.
No, they're big. Yeah.
12. I have the Boba Fett somewhere over there.
That's what she said. All right, go ahead. Next up.
That throwback Vader cape. That's what I like.
Yeah, I like the little
final cape.
Final cape.
Yeah. It only moves. So if you're into the mini bust, they're finally coming out with a Cad Bane, the Clone Wars Cad Bane. They're coming out. It's going to be about $120. And Toto's in back.
Get Toto.
Does that include Toto, or do you have to buy Toto?
I'm not sure. It didn't say if it was included him, but possibility maybe. But that's the first Cad Bane. So
awesome.
Well, that's pretty cool, though.
Especially they throw Toto. Darth Magnus. That's nice. That's a cool one too.
Yeah. Now
you got the head.
A 1/6 scale Mace Windu.
That's the helmet.
Statue. The helmet.
There's no head. Remember?
I thought that was pretty cool with the little helmet in the back.
How funny would that be if the head popped out? Like they actually
that would have been awesome. That's like in the movie
turn it over
when Boba picked up the helmet and his dad's head fell out. That
would have been awesome.
That would have been
too violent for television. I mean, movies.
Well, I bet you somebody gets a Boba Fett action figure.
Yeah,
with the head inside.
And inserts it in there.
They probably did it already. That's a 1/6 scale statue. That's $175. That statue will cost you. It's nice. Mace Windu. Nice. He's getting a lot of love now lately.
$175. He's always got narrative with him.
Well, it's also a foot tall. You figure 1/6 scale. Yeah. That's a solid size statue.
This is also a 1/6 scale. The Emperor from the Return of the Jedi. This one is cost you about $300.
Oh shit! Wait, what?
Yeah. Wow.
300 pesos or 300 something.
The steps, and you got the window and the
lightning. It looks pretty cool. This is too much stuff. If I had the room, believe me, I would have all these statues. But
that lightning looks very fragile.
Yes, definitely.
It looks like sugar.
I'm sorry, I just can't get into statues. I mean, they look cool, I guess.
Yeah, I just don't have the space or the.
No. I mean, I can't get it. Like when I go over to my friend's house and they got statues, I go, man, why do I hang out with you guys? You're so weird.
No, but statues are awesome. I got a few statues. You can't pose them, but they look nice. If you collect one narrative,
I love you, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like you're one of the people I just talked about. I go in your house, I'm like, man, I love you, but you're so weird. Like what you can't pose them, can't do anything with them.
They look nice in the background,
What's the difference? It's just like a picture. They'd be like, man, what are you doing with a poster? You can't do anything with it. You can't read it. It's just a poster.
Exactly. They don't ever have one poster. They usually got 50 of these bloody things. They're all over the place. It looks like they're trying to run a rummage sale. They got all of them in these little stand-up cases and stuff. Tick, 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 tick. All right, go ahead. Sorry, Dom. Go ahead.
Not really. Go ahead, John.
I was going to say, I can just see Marco going into Mike Morello's room.
Oh, yeah.
It'd be like the Ace Ventura when nature calls, when he goes into his what a lovely room of death you have here.
I mean, no, I get it when you can play. Okay, I get it when you can play with it, but like seriously, like I got a friend, and he does those. He does the Transformer ones, right? All the Transformer stuff, and then the kids come in, they want to play with Transformers because they love Transformers. No,
there's a statue in Transformers that I wish I can get. It's like $2,000. Soundwave. It's a beautiful statue. It's like 2 feet.
I meant like a comic book. Like you can't.
I know.
Thank you, Prince. All right, let's go on.
They're telling me stuff. Analogy. I didn't think
it now. This one came out. This happens to be a St. Patty's Day exclusive that they said it's him holding the child.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's limited, but it was labeled the St. Patty's Day exclusive. So it came out on St. Patty's Day.
That looks creepy.
Yeah.
It looks like
we're
the
going to get enough
like,
of this.
Shh, I'm taking this kid.
Yeah, he does look like that.
Right?
Yeah. All right. Next up. Oh,
now
that's pretty cool.
Now this is a Sideshow Collectibles came out with a 18, almost a 19-inch beauty of Rosario Dawson from. This is a $675 statue. $635. But it's a beautiful statue of Ahsoka from Mandalorian.
So if only her Likey or whatever they call it, her Likey, if only they looked that good on the show.
Okay, once again, $675 for something that just sits there, but y'all complain about a $6,000 vacation. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I don't complain about $6,000 vacation. I would love to go on a $6,000 vacation.
You could if you did like $900 statues.
I know. If you have the room.
All right. Who's the Poopin' Imperial down below there?
All right. So now they're coming out with more vintage figures. They had a couple more drops. So you have a Best Pin Guard.
He's going to drop something.
You know, you have two different varieties of Best Pin Guards, which is pretty cool. You know, I don't know which one is the rarer one, but
the one looks like he's got to go to the bathroom. The other one looks like he's playing.
Hey, no. That's time out. That's how I cropped the pig. That's partially on mine.
Okay. Well, what about the guess which hand one? You defend the other one. Which hand is it in? I'm putting him.
Yeah, no, he doesn't look like he's his ass.
Your left hand. But so they're coming out with two different versions of the Best Pin guards, which is cool.
That's kind of cool. They don't avoid.
Yeah, no, it is. I'm just.
Wait, didn't finish. Go back.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, so you have another R2D2 that's coming out. They're redoing that. As long as the Death Star.
You remember the old school one where the thingy coming out of the head
with the scope? Yeah.
Fun.
And a Stormtrooper. They're coming out. They redid the Stormtrooper. More.
That's not a space.
Sorry, I did it too.
No,
baseball soldiers.
All these guys are going to do well though, because it's all troop building except for R2D. So
does that make that guy an asshole?
Thank you, Jay. Thank you.
So a lot of the vintage collectors now are very happy. They're coming out with more and more vintage collectors because people were complaining. They didn't make
I mean, there's a lot of troop building for vintage collection. I'll tell you that much. But hey, they're going to complain anyways. Next week they'll complain again.
So no matter what. So GameStop is coming out with two more gaming greats, two more clone troopers. You got a battalion trooper and you have a fixer.
Which already coming out with all in order stuff. That's kind of cool. Like as far as troop building.
Yeah, but
it's not bad. I like fixer. I definitely.
I think you got to mix them up though. I don't think you can like throw out like just two troops. You know what I mean? Like. You got to put like a character, and then you can throw a troop.
No, not for troop building.
Hey, I'm still waiting for Star Killer. They're saying Star Killer's coming out.
RC1140 is literally like the lamest trooper there is. I want a deep dive on this. That's the trooper you've been waiting for?
Nah, you know what? Listen, troopers. People love troopers, and they do sell out.
Oh, good Lord! TBC is not the best. No, it's a fixer, so it's like. There's like one in every battalion. So out of every squad's 5. So like out of every, I think like 9
battalion, not Italian.
Yeah, battalion.
From
we gotta get what's
from Republic Commandos, right?
Yeah, from Republic Commandos. Yeah. And then whatever. Either way, get what you like.
All right, now last week we had the Funko sodas with Boba Fett and Luke. Mm-hmm. Now they're dropping a Darth Vader and a Trooper. So now. The door's open. Let the games begin now with the sodas because they're gonna be dropping sodas all over the place.
Oh yeah.
Another Vader with the chase.
I'm trying to grab one of these. Try to add to a pack or something. Maybe we can open a couple of these to see what it is. I really think they need to see what's inside these. Like as a.
You don't need to buy a couple though. That's.
Well, you might have to buy. There might be like one in every 6, cans, and you might get the chase.
Scratch off ticket. You get
so
your money back.
20,000 that they're producing of this. So the Vader, and then you have 15,000 of the Trooper, which you get the chase is metallic.
What does that mean? Metallic, like it glitters?
Meaning it's a shiny. Like, it's the plastic shiny.
Like the metallic Boba Fett and stuff that they've done.
Exactly.
Yeah, but the
metallic white.
Yeah. Metallic.
Weird.
Just a
That's a
metallic.
weird choice.
Where's this at? Where's this one? Where's Vader at?
So the Vader. Oh, yeah, it's everywhere. You can get it in GameStop. You can get it anywhere. These are all commons.
What's the special thing about the Vader? Is it just harder?
The lightsaber glows.
Oh, the lightsaber glows.
Vader's glow in the dark. Yeah.
The lightsaber goes in the dark, and like I said, the chase for the stormtroopers metallic, and you can get these anywhere. They're up for pre-order now.
How much they cost? How much does a can cost?
Oh, these are like $12.99 to $14.99.
I'm not buying that.
That's what I'm saying. You can't buy multiples of this.
Well, you see, that's the thing. Different places, like if you get them on Entertainment Earth, they're $12.99. If you get them someplace else, they're $14.99. And they sold out quick at Entertainment Earth.
That's what I want.
Can you buy them by the case?
Yeah, you could actually buy as many as you want if you.
And that's why they go quick, because you can buy them.
Is it like sports cards or?
Who do we know? Where does
You just buy by the
Dan
case.
the man?
It's like six per case.
Dan the man. When you watch this, tell me if you can get me a case of these on the cheap. All right.
If you buy a case, you're pretty much going to get if you buy a case, you should get a chase, right?
Yeah, you should get a chase. Yeah.
We got to find.
Even though there's only 6.
We got to find a distributor.
Yeah, because the chases are much easier to find in the sodas for some reason, but give or take, you can get lucky, get 2 in the case. You know?
You'd hope, because otherwise, then the math wouldn't work out. Because then, why would the chase be any more valuable? And then, well, it's one.
It's just like
then...
it's just not like Keystone Light, where a chase is like our case is like 30, and then every other beer
actually,
is like 24.
in the beginning when Funko started with the chases, there used to be the regular Funko Pops. The chases used to be 1 every 32 pops.
See that
made it harder. Now the chases are 1 every 6.
1 every 6.
Okay.
All right,
and
they don't sell these through.
Now the next one. This is
okay. You do that. I'm gonna look something up.
This is going to be hot. So now this is going to be exclusive on Funko Shop whenever they drop it. I'm predicting this is going to drop May 4th because it's a Star Wars. These are die-cast metal, and this is the 5th one in the die-cast metal line. Even though it has number 1, it's the first.
I was going to say it's got number 1 on it.
Yeah, number 1 for Star Wars because it's the first Star Wars. They have their own number.
Okay. So first
Dom,
Star
explain
Wars.
these cases for me, will you? Because you have the black case and then you have the clear case. Is the clear case inside the black case?
So these are $50. They're specially made die-cast metal. So what they do is these are put in special cases. So the black case is just the covering. When you open it up, it's a box. You take the little styrofoam off, and it's an etched out case, which is really cool. So you can see the figure.
So the figure is probably sealed inside that, like they do some Funkos, right? In the plastic cases.
You can open it up.
Supposed to take it out.
No, you could. If you want to take it out, you can.
If you wanted to, you could open it up again.
So on the bottom of this case, there's a little mechanism where you turn it and you can release the figure.
Release the hounds
from the base. So
like you kind of like twist and pull them out.
What's good about this? The Boba Fett you see in the bottom is the chase. This is the first time they have a chase. I don't know how many chases are going to be to what, but at retail, $50 a pop. Yeah, they're going to be flippers.
So like 1 in 6, the multiplier. You're looking at like $300.
Exactly.
Probably $300 to $500, easy. Because the regular one is already going for $175 to $200 online already. Pre-sale.
Remind me about some of those things later. You can get them through whatever. All right, a chase. What is a chase? So chase, it's every once they call it a chase, but it's just the rare version. So if it's supposed to be 1 in 6, the 6 would be the chase card.
Every 6 of them, you'll get one of that version.
If you're a card collector, it's kind of like a parallel or an insert or something like that.
And I was watching a bunch of videos.
Rare one. It's rare. That's the way. It's the rare version of it. So it's
I watched a bunch of videos when they were talking about this. They said that Funko was lazy. No, not yet. They come out. I'm waiting. These are gonna sell out in a heartbeat. People are saying it's lazy work with them because they didn't color the Boba Fett. They made it silver pewter, which I don't mind that. I think that's pretty cool.
This is not lazy. This is a business plan. That's what
exactly.
They're not going to call it Beskar.
You know what? It probably might be. See, I would have seen them doing this for Mando, but not Boba Fett. But
those Spider-Man cans aren't sold out yet. I bet you we can get some of those other.
The soda cans are pretty fun. of what I've seen, they're people opening them and having a good time with the sodas.
I think the MSR. I think wholesale they're like $7.99. So maybe we can make a deal. We'll see what we can do.
Yeah. So this, like I said, I don't know when this is coming out, but it should be coming out very soon, and it's going to be an exclusive to Funko Shop. So you can't get this. It won't be a common. You can't get this anywhere else but Funko
For
Shop.
$7.99, we can give some away then.
Hey, if you're watching this, can you just go to Diamond and see what the wholesale price is on that for me, please? Thank you. Not this, for these back here. It'll be under vinyls. It'll be under vinyl.
Oh, the sodas, yeah, because
Darth Vader's, yeah.
The die casts are going to be expensive.
Oh, that's going to be expensive shit.
No, Jedi, I think you're going to like this. Wait till C-3PO comes up. They're going to have it, C-3PO, and that's coming for. I have a feeling the.
You say that, but I still. You say that, and it's going to happen sooner or later with C-3PO. I have not yet gotten a C-3PO fig pin, and I know sooner or later I'm going to do it because that was another thing, right? You had Funkos and you had the fig pins, and
they have a fig pin already. They have the fig pin.
I know, but I haven't bought it yet.
He hasn't dipped his toe into that.
I haven't done it yet.
Well, wait till
these are definitely going to be fun, and they're about £1. So if you hold it in your hand, it's about £1.
I'm just curious how people would grade these. Like, you're going to grade it with the outer box? Or you're going to open it up to grade it with the clear box?
Look, you know what's funny?
If you were to grade it, I don't know.
The reason why Funko got the idea with these sketch boxes that they did the whole sketching out. There was a custom-made Funko boxes that people were making that glow in the dark, and they sketched out like the character on the side of the box. They got the idea from there, and that's why they did it with these. These look really cool. So if you put this on top of the shelf, like with your collection, it will really stand out.
Hey, real quickly, because we've been going between 63 and 57. I don't mean to cut you off, Don, but we reached 1,500 subs. We're actually above that already. We ordered boxes for our giveaways. We're gonna do 3 mystery box giveaways. We're gonna include some different stuff. Maybe we'll throw a pack of cars or something in there. We're gonna have some comics. We're getting them all together. So over the next 2 weeks, we'll kind of let you know. We might even show some of the pictures of stuff that gets in there. And we just want to thank everybody for getting us up to that sub count. All right, thank you.
Exactly.
Dom, sorry to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, that's okay. No, I'm just saying this is going to be. See, what I see we could do with this is that you could put lights inside, like a little light inside, and turn it on when you have it up on the shelf, which is really cool.
Thank you.
But
thank you.
You made me think of it, Marco. So if you were watching tonight but not subbed, make sure you sub, because I know plenty of you watch and you're not subbed to the channel.
Yeah, we still we average around like 68%. So that means there's a lot of people that don't sub.
Exactly.
And we had that. A couple of our videos got up to 1,000.
Check out the other videos.
45% sub. This is ridiculous. But whatever. All right. Thank you, Dom, for that.
Dom, good.
What up?
I was just going to say, Dom, this is the pessimist in me. You said that if you get one of these things, it'll stand out on your shelf, your collection, until they start doing it with every release, and then it won't stand out.
Well, you know what? So they have. So apparently, there's 4 other ones that came out already, not for Star Wars, but they have a Captain America, they have an Iron Man, a Batman, and a Wonder Woman that already came out. And
it's true. Prince, could you?
The Captain America sold out really quick when it dropped. It was the first one. So I complained when we had the Book of Boba Fett release. They dropped the Wonder Woman the day Book of Boba Fett dropped. They should have dropped this when Book of Boba Fett dropped, but they didn't. And I actually got on there. You should have made a Boba Fett one. How come?
Yeah, but it's still going to sell out. Doesn't matter when they put it out. It's still gonna
this is good. This is going to sell out. And the crazy thing is that they're going to limit it to 2 per person to the household, because they can't. They have to like even it out. You got it, Darth.
All right. He ordered something. Okay. More toys. By the way, I think it's time for Ruben. He's going to have another little. What did he say back up here? What is he going to do this time?
I still got to I got to check it. I got to edit the video, put it together. But we'll try it for next week, I think, because I think it's
all right. Now we'll see. Do they have a Spider-Man one, and where can I get it? So, Nicholas,
they do
not. Of the metallic one?
Oh, not of the metal. Not of the metal. No.
So do they do for free comic?
Not metal one. They have the Spider-Man, a couple of Spider-Man ones ready for the sodas.
There's actually still some Zaggy. There's still some of these available. So go to your LCSs and try to pre-order them there. I think they're going to be $13.99 MSRP. I don't really want to get into the Pops game. All right, what's the price on the metal thing again?
50.
$50.
$50.
That's the
make her
retail
house.
price. They're going to be a lot more on the secondary.
No, well, $50 if you get them online. They're already selling. People have them on eBay for $175, $200 already. Not the Chase, but the regular one.
Mm-hmm.
If you pre-order with them, because this is going to sell out in a heartbeat when it drops.
Great stuff, man. Good job.
Yeah, but why would you pay $175 now?
Yeah, pay $50. Just try to get it. Try to pre-order it. Find somebody. Dude, this is why I always talk about making friends with people at cons and other places, because you can always make a friend with somebody, and there's one of these that's you just go, hey man, can you just get me in on it? And usually they'll like the information that you know it's going to be hot, so they'll buy you one and give it to you for cheaper MSRP.
Join the Pops.
I'm not doing the Pops thing. I'm good, man. Anyways, so good stuff, Dom. Do we want to talk about what happened in the thing, or do we want to go right into stash, slab, sell? Because I think we got to kind of talk about it, right? Why do we have one that's on this? No? Okay. We'll just go into stash, slab, sell then. All right, stash, slab, sell.
Wait,
JJ,
I know what you're
why we
referring
have a
to.
number 5 on this, our last book?
wait, I'll run it.
Oh, well, you want to talk about before, or you want to talk about when it comes up?
During, when it comes up in the thing.
Okay, we'll talk about when it comes up.
Okay.
There you go. All right, let's go. So stash, slab, sell. Here we go. JJ.
So real quick, just review. We went over this last week, just to kind of let everybody know what each thing is. So stash it would kind of be like, you're going to keep it, hold on to it for a while. Probably, if you're like me, you're going to put it in a box and can't remember where you put it later. Slab it would be like you want to put the extra money into it. You love it so much, whether it's for, for personal collection reasons or for I'm going to resell it maybe down the road reasons. But either which way, you like it so much, you're going to pay more money for the book, for somebody to look at it and put it in a piece of plastic and send it to you. And then sell it is basically you want out. You're going to get rid of the thing, take what you can get out of it, either because it's so hot, you don't think it's going to go any higher, or just because you're going to cut your losses. One of the which way, you're getting rid of it. So.
All right.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, and now remember, it's going to be from everybody's different points of view, because all of us do different things with it. Like Ruben's. Just like the chat where Ruben stashes everything, Mark probably sells some stuff. And
all right, we're going to have to reorder as we go with whose book is up first.
So we're doing it this way too, where we're going to have everybody. If the book was easy accessible to you, we're trying to have each person just pull out one version of the book to make it a little more cleaner. So, all right, here we go. All right, we're starting off with Jedi. So
we'll put Jedi up there, and we'll do this.
Okay, so I don't know.
So 43.
AJ, you're going to read about it, I'll
give you the deets on it.
Go ahead.
So real quick,
Chris.
basically you're looking at about total graded was 1,226. Out of that 9.8s, you're looking at about 1/5, so about 286 9.8s. I gave you the 9.6 price because that's what I did last week, and it worked kind of well. But your average 9.6 price sold came to about $255, and your average raw price sold, which could be various amounts of grades, is about $30.
Interesting.
And obviously, it's the first appearance of Lando for anybody who doesn't know.
Yep. Okay, so Jedi, what do we got here?
Second appearance of Boba Fett. All right, so that's
Also true.
There you go.
Second appearance. So I have two of these that I'm going to talk about, and we'll decide what we want to do with it. So this is the first one. I took it out so there wouldn't be so much glare. This thing is in really good shape. I opened it up. Pages look good.
I
know, right?
Yeah, don't drop it.
I've forgotten. It's been so long since I opened up one of these older comics. I had forgotten about just the quality of the pages. You just get so used to the new stuff, and then you see some of the older stuff.
The smell of the paper.
What's your back look like?
So this thing is really good. This thing is in really good shape. I don't see any ticks. Little bit of an ink run over here. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, but a lot of people are saying Sabbath. Everybody's
No, they're saying
That's actually kind of common on those two. That kind of run over on the ink.
The only reason I have not slabbed this already is, and you guys help me with this because I don't know if the graders subtract from this or not. It's cut off.
No, that's not. No, that's just a miscut.
Yeah.
As long as it's even and you can't see micro tearing, you're fine.
Yeah, and that was super common. You'll see a lot of even 9.8s where it's kind of a little miscut.
What does the back look like? Show us the back. What does the back look like?
The back.
And also, hopefully, it's the same size as your other one, and it's miscut and not cut by somebody.
Yeah, as long as it's not trimmed.
As I'm saying, yeah, you got to see micro trim. No, it's mismatching on the back. the front, did that have a sub crease or no? It looked like it did, but it could have just been the angle.
I didn't see.
No, that was just
how
how
the
crease.
No,
I think it's pretty good.
Me, and I'm not real good at grading these things. To me, this thing looks really good. And now, based on what you guys said, I'm probably going to grade it now because only reason I did this because I thought
9.6 there.
I thought
first Lando.
I thought they would subtract.
Stop doing that with your finger. Stop doing that with your finger.
First Lando, second Boba.
All right.
It's not going to be great.
Here's the other one. And I'll go ahead and this is the one I was telling you guys about last week that I grabbed out of a back bin. I don't know if you can see what I paid for it. $3.
Nice.
There you go.
Here's what I paid for this. And I could not check out fast. And this is a couple of years ago though. I could not check out fast enough. I get all the way home. I pull it out, and this thing is perfect. As far as I can tell, it is perfect. I don't see any no ticks. And then I got to the bottom. You see it?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Bottom.
little tear there.
There are 3 tears actually.
Try tears.
3 tears.
There are tears at the bottom that I did not notice.
I thought I saw some color touch there in the black.
No, corner.
Oh, I
Three
don't know. I don't have the eye
inch
for
tears.
that.
Yeah, 3/4 inch tears.
Like, look in the flower. Look in the flowers. Doesn't it look like there's something reflecting differently in the black?
Yeah, on the bottom, the corner.
That's our new 1080p upgrade. Oh, that's a bend. That's a bend in the book. Do you see it? I saw what you're saying. Turn it back around.
Mm-hmm.
In the black area at the bottom right corner, yep, right there. That's a bend in the book. And there's actually a color break to your left that's less than 1/10 of an inch. That doesn't matter.
I was just seeing the color reflecting. I thought somebody.
No,
at that point, you already got 3/4 inch tears or 3/4 of an inch tear. So that's already one. So you're down.
For me on this one, of course, I'm not going to grade this, not with the tears. I probably wouldn't sell it. The only way I would sell this, it'd have to be an in-person sale where the guy knew exactly what they were buying.
It's not.
I paid $3 for it. I probably wouldn't ask very much for it anyway. But so this is a keeper, maybe a giveaway someday. I don't know. For me, what do you guys think?
Yeah.
I mean, for $3, it's the keeper. Like, it's just
okay.
If the other one came back a higher grade, I might consider selling it because I have this copy, which is good enough for my collection.
Yeah. You're with what we saw. That just what I can assume without pressing it or anything else. You're not looking in the 9. So like, you know what I mean? So for B, I definitely would be pressing it. The other copy, on the other hand, super dope, super clean before you start rubbing your finger on top of it. It would be in the high 9.
Quarter scuffing.
Yeah. Oh, holy. From what I saw, I would put that in the high 9s. Obviously, it's over the internet and what you explained it to us. I do think that people are saying it. So, like, I think the judgment from BK was on book 1. He said slab it. Book 2, I think. I don't know. Yeah, I
mean,
you're right.
My take, again, if everybody puts themselves in their own position, but my take on it, I'd actually, if that's going to be 9.0 or higher on the first, which it looks like it is, I'd slab it and I'd sell the second to pay for the fees and everything on the first, or as close as I get to it.
But I would feel terrible because here's what I know would happen, and this is just because I could take the best photos of those tears and everything. And the person, I could give them a great deal. They're going to get it, and they're going to be like, it was actually worse than I thought it was. Or, they're going to get, I don't know.
Yeah. The best way to do that, I found, is just make it as obvious as possible in the listing. Like, as obviously as you can possibly make it that book has defects.
You just have them send it back to you.
And then usually people aren't too upset about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Joe, I think you're right. That one did have a little, if it's to the right of where the bump was, it did look like a little color break in there. But what I'm saying is, with that color break after the tears, he had 3 tears on it already. So,
but my take would be different than JJ's in that I would slab the first one to sell the first one, just keep the one with the tears because I'd be fine with it, and take the money from that first one to go buy some other book that I don't have or can't afford.
You mean the other thing that I love is binary stressing, which he just did by opening up the book. Like, how do you can't create something with binary?
I'm sure I'm not the first person to open up that book, but
no. They're talking about something else. I went to a company one time.
His
all their comments
EGS.
All their comments were like binary stress, which every time you open up a book, you give binary stress. The problem with it is you can't grade a book without opening it because you have to go inside the book. So every book, even when you're putting it together, it comes like that. You stress the bind when you put it together after you put the staple in it. So like to say binary stress, I'm sorry, but you're not.
Yeah. Well,
have a nice day. Have a nice day.
Anyway.
All right, so that's what we got. 1 Slab, 2 wait. Yeah, wait for the trailer. Yeah,
I'm with Brooke.
And then,
I'm with BK.
Yeah, he does have a show coming, so yes.
What's the next? Code Red says
we're sticking with Jedi.
Carry it to his grave and die with it. Okay, next book.
We're sticking with Jedi on the next book.
I bought books clearly marked. That looks better.
Here, where is it?
Jedi, next book. Okay,
it's this one, the second.
Oh, Starry Night. We already saw one of these.
So this one I'm not taking out of the plastic. Sorry, I'm not going to do it.
Not going to rub your finger on top either?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, rub it.
Hey, rub it.
Golded once, I don't get golded again. So this is Star Wars 15, second print with the starry background, black starry background, like they were doing with a lot of their second prints. So obviously it's a modern, so the pages are white, no real damage to no spine ticks that I could see. Everything looked good, except for, and this is something that I think I know what it is, but maybe I don't. Okay. It has, I'm gonna have to take my glasses off to see this. I don't know. Is that Marvel Rub? Is that what I'm looking at?
I can't tell because it's in the plastic.
It's hard. It's a 1 plastic, 2. It's a starry background, so it could just be stars.
Yeah. Let me take it out of the plastic.
I don't think you slabbed this either way. I think. What was the numbers on this?
Oh, do you want the details on this?
Yeah, pull the details back.
Plastic. I've never taken it.
Yeah, we'll put the little bit.
Well, the book didn't originate in plastic. It came as a Lucy.
So where the staple is right here, where the top staple is where I see.
Where common with Marvel Rub, also in the back corner.
Where that top staple is, there's some rub or white showing that I don't believe is the starry background.
I can see it from the.
Other than that, it's a pretty mint, near mint.
Topic. Yeah. So this was a weird one in that there were 6 graded. All of them are 9.8s. Going by the CGC census, I didn't pull up CBCS.
Yeah.
Your average raw price was around $7, but that varied by condition quite a bit. Like $18, I think, was a high sale of a raw. But the weirdest thing about this is no graded sales that I could find. And the other weird part was there was quite literally like listings for between like $60 and $100. No sold for that much that I could tell.
Interesting.
But that's what they're listed at right now.
How long?
There's been a jump in price, but people aren't quite biting yet.
How long do we have before the show comes out?
May.
You have about 6 weeks.
Not enough time to get it graded.
Because you got to sell it before. You got to sell it right as that show comes out. So yeah, you probably would have to sell it. It's $7. I'll keep it for that. Who even cares?
Why would you have to sell it when the show comes out, though?
I don't think it's gonna. I don't think this book's gonna continue.
Well, no, I'm not saying. I'm just saying you don't need it for the first episode because this is what this is the second part of the Obi-Wan journals. We get Black K showing up in this one.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you could push it a couple of weeks into the series. Is all I'm saying.
Mm.
Might be able to buy
Black K shows up in the series, then that one will go up.
I'll be honest with you. If you
That's what I was kind of getting at.
Yeah. If you have faith that second prints are going to hold on for a long time, then maybe you should go slab it. If you have faith in that. I mean, there's only 6 in the census, so
I'm of the sell persuasion for this one for me.
If you can, that's the thing. If all of those high listings you mentioned, but none of them are sold. So if they start if dominoes start toppling, yes, then you
maybe.
jump in.
How much did you pay for
it?
Maybe
wait a month for it to pick up a little bit, but yeah.
How much did you pay for it?
I want to say I paid like $12.
Oh, he's not selling it. He paid more than it's worth.
Yeah.
Well, that was an average price of all across various conditions. His is high grade. So.
High grade, yeah.
But yeah.
I think what I would do for this one personally is if I ever sold anything, and I don't, but hardly, I would probably list it and put my I don't want to sell it price on it, and then see if somebody bought it.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's always good.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough. Next up.
Looks like I got to go next. Next up, we have the. Sorry, I got to switch this up here. Where we go? Try to figure out how to run this thing. We got Heir to the Empire next.
Okay, I got you.
You got me.
Numero uno.
This is
16. Oh yeah. Well, so it's 1667 on the census and 281 9.8s. And your 9.6 sale price is around 500.
Kind of glossy cardstock. It's pretty good, actually. You get a little bit of the down the spine. There's, I guess rub because.
Well, that's actually true binary stress.
Yeah,
that's what you get. Stress.
This top corner. There's like a
which happened with those cardstocks.
Yes. Hey, Paul.
Tiny little blunting at that top corner there. Maybe it's the slightest of fraying, but other than that, bottom corner sharp. The other corners are sharp. There's no discernible ticks down the spine. It's just that little bit, I guess.
Well, a lot of the Dark Horse books had hard cardstock covers.
Yeah, it's just again all the way at the top corner. It's the tiniest little bit of fraying, I guess, or whatever you call it, blunting, whatever.
What did it come out in the 9.8? Did we get an average price for 9.8?
Yeah, what we got?
9.8 right now is running around. I think it was about 13 to 1400.
Oh, 13, yeah. Okay, not bad. That's still good. It's still good. It's nice. Okay,
so there's a big jump between 9.6 and 9.8. So if you can make that 9.8 grade,
you got to get a 9.6. I mean, if you're going, so like how I always like it is to think: is this a book? If you're in the back 5 of your 25, right? For your pre-screen. Is this good enough to try? Is this the one you're going to put a 50-50 bet on to try to get 96 out of?
Well, that's the question I actually have for you guys. It honestly, like I'm going to take what you guys tell me because I do have a copy slab, but I think it's I don't know if I got a 9.4. I either got a 9.4 or I got a 9.2. But if this has a shot at a 9.6, I might sub it too.
And the interesting point of this one.
Pull that back up, please.
The interesting point of this one to me is like, let's say what you do sub comes back like a 9 or a 9.2. It's really not that much difference looking at the prices between like a 9 or 9.2 than it is a raw.
The same. There's no ticks. It's just the spine. You get that little bit of a, what looks like rub.
You have a lot in it?
No. It's cost me like $5 or less.
So I had a direct that this is before he took off that I actually got in a grab bag at my LCS mystery pool or whatever. So I had about $5 into it. I graded it. It came back a 9.2, but 9.2s even on the directs I think are going for like a couple $100, aren't they?
Mm. Yeah. I have like 4 of these, or had 4 of these. I think I sold 1 so far raw, but I had like 4 of them, but I paid no more than $5 to $1, like $1 to $5.
I would slab it. I did slab mine, so I'm going to say slab yours too.
It's got a good point about the card stocks because they will grade it true, but like I've seen some card stocks just get graded so like because they'll only count it as 1 damage point off, so they won't like, you know what I mean? There's just they won't hit up everything. It's weird. It's so. I know people say it's usually random, but a lot of times when you break down, when you're looking at the book before you send it in, I mean, I've usually been surprised at how high of a grade I get. I'm never usually surprised at how low of a grade I got when I submit anything. Maybe 2 times, and 1 they did damage to the book, so I understand why they gave me the grade. But like, I've been surprised.
I've been surprised a couple of times with how low of a grade I've gotten, and I couldn't find what they were talking about. Like I subbed an NYX3. They gave me an 8.5, and I'm like, I don't see anything on this book that's making an 8.5. Like, it just made no sense to me. But that said, when I sent the other, because I told you I had a graded copy, the copy I sent in at the time looked like the nicest copy of the group that I had, and it still only came back. I think, like I said, a 9.4.
Yeah, but I think for $5, if you're doing it in, like if you're putting it in the back end of a 25, like what I mean, that is when you gamble, right?
When you have so little money into it.
Yeah, that's
I don't know. I'm a little bit of what like Joe's persuasion is. There, like I'm more of a stash it on this because I'd stash it and I'd wait for the inevitable Thrawn casting announcement or whatever that's probably going to come at some point down the road. But right now, like he's saying a 9.2 versus a raw, like. If it comes back lower than you think, it is a gamble because you're not. You're paying $40 to grade it or whatever.
And you only paid $5 for it.
This is kind of interesting. Because with card stock, him signing it is not going to affect anything on, on it, and you can get his signature. It's easy. I've met him before. He's a nice guy. He signs stuff.
He goes to different cons and stuff.
He's still out there in the streets. Unlike some content creators that came back to other channels and look like Jeffrey Albertson,
Yeah, Code Red. I am a collector, but as I said, I already got one Slab, so I already have one that could potentially be mine. Mm-hmm. If I had an extra, I would sell one of the two. I guess the question is, bother slabbing this one or not?
So you're keeping one for the PC, but you're trying to decide which one to get rid of.
One's going to be mine.
Yeah. But we're talking to the common man too. I think that's not a bad idea to get the SIG and get the signature series, and it's so easy with CBC.
Yeah. You think Zahn's signature moves the needle that much for that many people?
I think it will. I do. I think there's not for me, but look behind you at the wall. Look here. We got a guy with a wall of pops and another guy with a whole bunch of collectibles.
See, the question is
about statues and how I was
wrong. Do you wait for the casting though and get the actor to sign it?
Yeah, it's another question.
You can do that too. Well, yeah, but you want to get it out. We can get both.
The Thrawn pop shot up to at least $400 now because of the mentioning in The Mandalorian that he is coming.
Get out of here. Get out of here. I wish you guys knew what was going on in grading rooms because I've been in them before. Like, I'm not quite sure the storyline of what everybody says is how it actually goes down. Lars, somebody saying Lars is playing him.
Lars.
Nicholson?
Oh, I was not.
Yeah. That's been a rumor. Yeah.
It's been a rumor for a while.
Yeah, we all know who.
I mean, Lars is his voice. I mean, that's what everybody knows for the most part.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Yeah. There's a lot of both the Heir to the Empire comic and the Heir to the and people know who he is. Not only that, he's rewriting the other Thrawn. I mean, he's not gone. He's doing a lot of stuff still, so he is still around and very popular. Like,
yeah, he's big. I'm just saying. I don't know in the comic world if you were to ever sell that book. Like, I guess what goes down is more legendary. Do people remember Timothy Zahn more, or do people remember like the actor that played Zahn?
No. I think like when you go to like celebrations, like unfortunately, they have these bullpens where they have all these writers for the Star Wars books that everybody that does stuff under Del Rey, and realistically, and maybe it'll change now, but like, it was like Timothy's the only one that people really gave two shits about. Like, yeah, Scott was getting a little play early on and stuff like that, but he has a big following. Yeah.
You think Celebration? They're going to introduce the players in the Ahsoka series? They'll have something?
Maybe not.
It might still be a little ways off.
I don't know, because it's going to be a weird year because it was supposed to be last year's, but they don't release that much new stuff at Celebration, believe it or not.
Like they don't have to.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah, they use. I think like one year they did. Was it something with Ahsoka?
There's usually like a trailer or something along those lines.
They do some like
announcements is not.
They will do that. They'll do a panel where they'll be like, "These are our upcoming series things." Again, we'll get one of those. But I think it will move the needles. If Socks can move the needles on some of these books, you know what I mean. I think a signature can move it on novels. I think a signature can move it. That's what I'm saying. All right, next book up though.
All right, we got a couple here left. We'll go with this one next. This is JJ's.
All right.
Yeah, here's so everybody get a little bit
better.
I'm not taking it out of the bag. Take it out of the top loader. I'm not taking it out of the bag. All right.
Yeah,
so,
you should always
Rogue One, a Star Wars story.
You're right, Prince.
I think I got it right. This is a 1 in 50 variant. I probably should double check that, but I'm pretty sure it was.
The
1 in 25 was different. So we're looking at 46 on the census total, 25 of which are 9/8. Looking at your average CGC 9.6 price. Huh?
Joe, we don't know that for sure because of how the books are being. Go ahead. So I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead. Rogue One.
So the average 9.6 sale price was about $250, and you're looking at just under a shade under $100 was your average raw sale price on this guy here. Now this guy, I mean, I bought this when it came out, and pretty much, from the notes I took down over here, you're pretty much free of defects. Like, I don't see anything that could go. You got 4 sharp corners. I got no spine ticks. I got no color rub. Although it does kind of, I don't know if anybody can see it, but here on the legs of like Jin, that's actually part of the cover. So just so y'all know. It looks a little bit like rub, but it's not rub. But yeah. So I don't know. It's in a shame. I think especially if you pressed it, you're probably looking at 9.6, 9.8 territory.
Yeah, no, the leg thing, that's the fade. That even the image I have on the screen, it's got that same. Yeah, it's
it's part of the coloring of the cover.
Yes,
it's not color rub or anything.
How hard you're pressing it, you're definitely going to have to get it.
I know, it kind of looks like it.
Graded, JJ, graded.
Yeah, everybody's saying slab.
I'm glad Marco's scolding you too, and it wasn't just me.
Yeah, no. Did you see how hard he's pressing with his index finger on the thing? You're going to have to press it now.
Did you guys go through all the numbers?
Pressing with my index finger.
To rewind the tape.
Did you guys go through all the numbers, the graded and all that stuff?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, we did. Yeah.
While we discussed.
And I think the whole chat is saying grade it before. Yeah. Oh, see, Paul, thank you very much. Yeah, Paul saw it too. Thank you. I'm not the only one that saw it. Grade it before you did it, because you were deading it. Thank you. Thanking you. You guys give me such a hard time. All right. Anyways, it was a nice cover.
Next time I'll just leave it in the top loader.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
any which way. Yeah, I'm like everybody else in the chat. I'm slab that one probably because I mean it's crazy that it's for what it sells for, but it's actually a pretty rare book. And
yeah,
I know it seems kind of crazy given the fact that Rogue One was a big movie release, but I don't know that it sold that well. And it's the one you don't see every day. Like I had a hard time finding 9.6, 9.8 sales data for it. I think in 9.8 ran between, I think, 500 and 550.
It's a cool Dotson cover price. Too.
Yeah, and it's a good Dotson cover.
Yeah, it's a good Dotson cover too.
But it is first appearance of Andor, K2SO, Jin. So obviously Andor has a TV show coming up. I don't know whether or not. Supposedly K2SO is not in the TV show, at least the first season. So, but yeah. So I don't know. Would anybody else just stash it and sell it raw, or? Everybody says slab it.
I think you slab and sell it. I think you slab and sell that thing, unless you're so in love with it.
I slab everything, so.
Yeah, but I'd slab and sell. I mean, at $250, because what'd you pay for that book? Like $15? $10?
I think it was about 20. 20 or 25, I think, when I bought it.
About $10. Where are you buying 1 of 50s for $10?
You used to be able to get them all the time before Star Wars got popular and people started making everything a notification.
Now I feel like every variant. Yeah, every incentive variant is like a high price, but I used to be able to get them for like half ratio.
100 for like $40. What are you talking
about? That's what I'm saying. Half ratio, that's rational to me. So 25, okay. You're $10. I don't know about that.
What made me laugh, the Star Wars book started to shoot up when the sequel trilogy was getting hammered with all the bad reviews. That was the funniest thing. That's when the book started really shooting up.
No, I think it really started.
COVID, no, but the sequel trilogy, well, The Force Awakens. Think about it. When it came out, people.
The one series, the thing that did do well during that sequel trilogy, the TIE Fighter series did really well because it was a short print run, supposedly. Comparatively, it was a short print run. Same thing with Galaxy's Edge, was a short print run comparatively to other titles, and so was the Kylo Ren.
Obi the Gray is right. It is a 1 in 25. So I did have that wrong.
So you got $5 off.
Yeah, so I paid about ratio for it, a little bit less.
Yeah, I was about half. I was like combining it to the 40. I don't know what we were doing here. Slab and show it. It's a great cover, and then sell it. All right. So what's next? What's our next book?
The Yoda. High Republic.
Okay.
Is that yours?
So I know everybody's got some of these, but I had bought and I'll tell you the price on it. Well, it's technically. So is the RI, but I ended up buying 4 sets of 10. So what is it? 164. You take one and divide that into 10. I think I paid like $1 for it because that's how it worked in IDW because you got your discount. So, but I will also show you this. Go over the stats and then I'll show you what happened with this book. And this does happen a lot.
So kind of crazy on this one. 931, 885 are graded at 9.8.
Yeah, I think I got one of those.
There was no sales data really for a 9.6. I think there was a 9.6 sale around $50, but so I went ahead and gave you the average sale price for a 9.8. You're looking at 103, and then your average raw price is right around $22.
Yeah, can I?
And of course, it's the first appearance of a whole High Republic characters.
Yeah, Martian Rowe cameo and a whole bunch of characters. Can I address what he said? This is true, but unless you're doing a show on this channel or you're doing CBSI, no, you can't call something a ghost. I've seen people call stuff ghosts that is there. It's not ghosts.
Yeah,
like you can find 20 copies of them on eBay. That's not a ghost, folks.
Hey, I know
they're trying to sell stuff.
Yeah, that Dotson book is a book you can find. Like it's just hard to find, but it's.
Yeah. As soon as somebody calls something on Ghost and IG, go look it up real quickly because I might, I don't get invited. I only behind the scenes. I don't really get involved in all these wars. But the next time I see somebody, even a friend, call something a ghost, it ain't. I have to correct them.
Hey, well, that's why I'm clarifying because I have a whole show on my channel chasing ghosts, but it's one copy. If there's more than one copy on eBay when I cover it,
ghost
not a ghost.
I think sellers are overusing the word ghost, and they should.
There's plenty of things that are hard to find, but if there's only one copy or less, then I will call it a ghost.
The reason why I bought that, I pre-ordered these and bought them at a discounted rate because they threw in the RI. They used to do it, and you can still do it probably if you can find some friends. You get you'd buy the copies, so the 10 copies would come out to $1.68 a piece because of the discount, and then they threw in one of these for free. So you do the math on that, and you can explain what I bought these for because I have 4 of them. But I had left them, and the whole time I had left them in the box inside the Gemini mailer that they're all shipped in. So I have them all in a Gemini mailer. They're front turnovers, right? You know what I'm talking about? Does everybody know what I'm talking about? So they stacked them. Upside down, front cover to upside down, front cover on top of each other. It's not the backing board. This is the problem if you leave them in there for too much. I don't know if you can see this, so hopefully this shows up. And if you look, I know this is stupid because I always say I'm not trying to show you the edge. You can't. It won't make out. If you can
show us.
Like, oh, there it is. I saw it right back here. So right here, there's a line. It's like a sub. It's like a sub line. You can see it a little bit. See how I'm pointing?
Oh, I see it. I see it.
There's a sub line that goes down because of how it was stored.
Yeah.
Now that's easily pressable out. And I would press it before I sent it just because of that. Don't even have to press the whole book. But that happens a lot. So if you see that sub line, that doesn't mean you have color breaking. There's no color breaking on these books. They're nice. It's just a sub. It's kind of like the old version of a sub crease that you can easily get out.
That's how the books were stacked, basically. And the weight just kind of
when it comes to a little bit of it was how at the printer they put them out when they were raw before they put them into the stacking. So it's definitely a 9.8. And what I like about this book, and I know this is only it's free technically, so it's really cheap, but it's not really because what's 11? Somebody divide 11 into $1.68. I think it worked out to. Whatever. Either way, very cheap to have bought them. What I do like about it is that
$1.12.
People, they bought them all out, and somebody is arguing that it's a first appearance, which is always good. So when they come up with something with High Republic, especially with Martian Rowe,
it is.
you can get suckers to buy it. That's truth. Something's gonna go bing, and I'll be able to sell it for $300, $400. Back, done, good. Yeah. So but I do think it's a stash. I think it's a stash. They stored them flat. Yes, I stored them flat. Yeah, it's still stored flat. I have them in 100% stored flat.
You know what was weird about that book though? When I looked up the data, you see all these the annual and all these other books just for High Republic climbing in price, and that book is not. It's just there, which I don't know tells you there's probably a lot out there. But
quick question:
it was cheaper though. It did fall down for the long.
Why did you say divide?
It did go up a little bit.
Because I paid 10, so I bought. So it's how it used to be able to work with the discount. Diamond doesn't give the discount anymore. You could buy 10 books. It's $1.68 per book. Then they threw in the RI for free.
Okay,
so
15 cents then.
Yeah, whatever.
There's a virgin cover to that cover too.
If you're talking about dividing 11 into,
wouldn't it be?
No. It's
wouldn't it be times? If you bought 11 copies.
Well, you got to add the 168 times 10 or whatever is the total amount, then divide that by 11.
Well, that's not what you said to do.
I mean, that's what I said to do in my head.
There's a virgin cover to that too.
$16.80 divided by 11, which is $1.52, which is a much different story.
But I paid $1.52 for it. That's why
there
I paid
you
for
go.
it. So, but at $1.52, I mean, we know what's going to happen, right? And we're kind of going to get into this in the next book. But the minute that, because somebody wiped these all out of Diamond not too long ago, the minute they have Martian Rowe show. Yeah, it's going to create a war because it's a cameo.
Everybody's going over in the chat. There is a virgin cover of that. It was a Comics Pro
the Comics
retailer version.
Yeah. Yep.
But regardless, I mean, at the price what it is now, I mean, if you were in for it for $1.50 and you spend the grading fees, you still have enough room to get that $105 it's only selling for right now.
That's only that's what I'm saying is like the potential on it too. Somebody said stash it. I think that's the right decision. Stashing it is the right decision. Prince, the problem was it was already like how they shipped it. It already comes spine to spine. So like you get that sub rub every once in a while in it. It's something that naturally drops. It doesn't matter if you store it up or not. But yeah, so I agree with all the people that are saying stash it because I think it's a good idea to sub and stash. I actually need to get.
Well, those are two different things, though.
No, I could sub and stash.
Do you slab one? Seeing how you paid so little for it, do you put more money into it?
Yeah, I've got one in.
You think you do?
No, I already do. Okay. Yeah, I've actually got.
Well, all I'm saying,
so you slab at least one, and then
Well, I ended up getting 4. I did 4 deals for that, and then I ended up buying 2 other ones. So yeah, I took 2 that were out like that, and that pressed out the subscription thing, and then sent it in.
Yeah, but our options are slab it, stash it, or sell it. I know you want.
Well, I'm going to slab it and then stash it, and then I'm going to sell it after that. So I'm going to do all 3 eventually.
Just say slab it then.
You let BK do order or somebody else earlier, so I'm doing the same thing. I'm slabbing it, I'm stashing it, and then I'm selling.
Who let him do order? I didn't do anything.
Stash it. No, I think the time's now to get it in because how many 9/8s were there? Pull that back up.
A lot.
998.
A lot. 880 something.
Ooh, yeah, you got to be in that game. You got to be in that game if you're going to get out of there. You got to get it up early. Well, I don't know.
Surprisingly double ratio though for a raw. I mean, that's pretty good.
Not that point. I'm wondering because there's so many of them. Maybe it is just to sell it raw and go.
But think about it. That book. A lot of those books came the spine ticks because it was put on racks. Not they have racks in my comic store. So people were pulling on the kids.
See the variant. I don't know. A lot of those, the RIs, just around that time, the RIs were getting. They're getting pulled and put on behind where they sell all their variants. The other thing that's very interesting is in both High Republic 1 and Adventures #1, there was a lot of ordering and stashing on that, like a lot. Do you remember? We saw the numbers on the. We saw some of the numbers.
People ordered.
Yeah,
I mean, Adventures there was a lot, but the Marvel run, people ordered short boxes of that Hans cover.
Yeah.
I mean, like short box full of the Hans cover.
I think just what we saw.
And that's like what?
Yeah,
150.
Yeah, 100. A little bit more.
9/8.
Those 1 in 10s. How many of them have the black and white variants to those 1 in 10s?
That's the Adventures, regular Adventures
stuff. Yeah,
the Adventures.
Not High Republic.
That's the Adventures too, right there. That's the.
Oh yeah, but this is High Republic Adventures.
No,
that's
no. There is there was when they first dropped. It looked like they had black and white covers.
For these ones, the 1 in 10s were these connecting covers, which was the Yoda, and then
that's what they ride in the.
There is another cover out there, which is like a, I guess like preview press kind of ash can, which actually has the concept art for Lula Tolasala on there.
On the black, there's one of those. That's really super rare.
I have the #1 of the Marvel of
No, the other
Adventures preview issue.
Oh, really? Nice.
I have one of those.
Who's got our last book?
Oh yeah, hey, comic collector.
It's the High
I think Marco has a physical book.
Oh, I didn't even pull that book out. Go ahead and do it.
No, you didn't.
No, I didn't waste.
Well, you were supposed to.
I'm not wasting my time. No, I said nobody waste your time.
I could have pulled mine out if it would have told me to.
Oh yeah.
I actually did.
Yeah.
So
I think you're right. I think Joe's right on this. Why would I shouldn't slab anymore? Well, 2 of those.
I mean,
mine, so I don't. But
you gotta think it was what 103 was the average price. Unless that price jumps a lot, you're putting at least $30 into slabbing it. At least, right? Probably more than that with shipping and everything.
Well, since you do 25 and then we do 9/8 reject. It went into a 9/8 reject, 9/6 9/8 reject. So comes back 9/6. We just pop it, but we didn't put it on. So this is another thing. I'll give you a little tip with these. Do not if you have.
But you pay for that reject though, right?
$5.
I mean, you're still putting extra money into it.
Yeah. You're right. Well, the whole thing still costs me under ratio.
But you're still paying for shipping though.
Yeah, well,
I know you're deferring it almost 25 because you're selling the
amount. I mean, I get it. We factor all that into it, but that's all written costs. If you can't afford to do that, You know what I mean? I hate when dudes are always complaining about like, oh, the price of grading went up and the price of shipping went up. Yeah, you know something, dude? So did the price of the fucking book. So if you're complaining,
my only point about that is that you don't want to pay all this money to grade a book that's just not worth grading.
Oh yeah, but I'm already
trying to say is like,
dude, the shipping. What I'm telling you though is like the shipping we got to get 25 in. We have 20 every time that are drop deads. You do 5 gamble books. You're going to put 5 books anyways. It's going to cost you the same price to put in 20 or 25. What's the difference?
They raise the price for rejects?
Well, yeah, it's going to cost you.
Justin says it's 8 now.
It's 8, whatever.
Ouch.
You get 2 every time.
I'm just saying, I didn't know they raised it.
Bottom book and the top book, they rubber band. So you're going to get 2 every single time.
Well, all I'm saying is I know you can ship them to them at your cost because you're just sending just the books. But when the return shipping that they automatically will charge you from CGC, it's going to be like $60 to $80 for them to ship it back to you. So when you dollar cost average that over the 25
no,
books,
they put it in that's not how that works. When you do it in they put it in the envelope and they put it in the.
We apologize for the math.
They mail it back to you. What I'm saying is
the 23rd hour of the day.
They charge you the fee for like it's going to cost you this to ship it back.
It's
expensive. They do it FedEx.
Your other ship back too. That's why we do 50 because we ship the fucking thing back in a 50 stack, and then you get the little package in the back, and it's like fuck you.
Oh, I know. I've gotten plenty of books rejected. All I'm saying is what they charge you is expensive as shit.
Right, but you're gonna pay that if you're gonna pay. You need your other 40. You need your other 45 books back anyway.
I know, but this goes to your point of what books you throw in extra. That's when you make that decision. It's like, why put this book in instead of something else?
Oh no, that's not.
Make it bigger.
No.
Need to make it bigger.
I know.
That's all.
It's the middle of the screen or something.
Nope.
That's that. No, not with us. Is it? Okay, Pete. That's an interesting
You
point.
just ignore moving along.
That's not how we price our stuff. That price is already baked in. Okay, it's baked into the first 3 books. It does not matter. All of it. Shipping's baked in. Grading's already baked in. Out of 3 books, we do that. We take. That's why. Okay, I understand what you're saying now. Might work differently for somebody else. Okay.
Yeah.
Who gave Jedi permission to hit the button, by the way? All right, last up. Here we go. Astro, I hope you're still around for this. I know
yeah. Hopefully Astro and a couple other guys are still out there for this. But yeah, so yeah, this is the gag reel.
Yeah, little boys over there. So, all right,
So actual data on this book. Actual data: there are 78, 70 graded and 98. 98 price sold for $29. $29.
That's what I'm saying.
Not including shipping.
More than $29.
$29 for this trending Star Wars Republic number 5.
Okay.
Trending right now.
Okay.
Average price is 5.
Yeah, there we go. We got one.
We got
one.
We got one.
It is the 4th appearance of Ernesto Rowe for anybody wondering.
4th appearance. All right, so this is what I'm going to say very nicely.
This is the better cover, though. This is the better one.
He gave you the better cover, too.
Give me the better cover. I got you back.
1.5.
That is the better cover. That's the ratio.
I kind of like them both.
All right.
Anyway.
This is the deal with it. This is the deal with it real quickly, okay? So a certain app, we all know what app that is, who puts out announcements, I guess. I still don't understand how it works because I don't subscribe to that app. And I don't think you need to. I guess if you want to use it, you can look it up for free, I guess. But they put out a notification that was the first appearance of Vanessa Rowe, which is completely wrong because it's the 4th appearance.
Full appearance.
Yes. Well, if you need to do that, then you're wrong.
Well,
so they were contacted by some of the boys, which was nice. A couple of people wrote messages. JJ said, "Hey, just watch the show we did 3 weeks ago. You could figure it out either way. It's clearly right there." And afterwards, without swearing, cussing, or calling people stupid or dog doo-doo or bathwater or whatever else or dog water or whatever else they call them, a couple people wrote a couple emails said, "Hey, listen, you might want to look at this," and they sent them panel pictures. Now, if you get panel pictures and you do the second part of this, then you are dog water. But do remember, their job over there is only one thing: to send out notifications. I don't know how much that app costs, but I'm willing to cost probably 50 cents to $1, 60 cents, whatever it is. How much is it? Does anybody know what that app costs?
What the app?
Yeah.
It's $2.
$2. Okay. Well, that's
a month.
But that's overpriced.
Or $20 a year, I think, or something like that.
For that subscription,
there was
that piece of the app, right?
For the binging part or whatever. I assume it's a Bing, right? It gives you a notification. I assume it bings or something, correct?
Yes.
But
I don't think they like me well enough to be a contributor. What's an anti-contributor? Is there
not after the last thing we did? They don't like us at all. They don't like us at all. But so this wasn't even it. This is after they already didn't like us. Okay, so here you go. But this is the thing. Do remember before you.
I don't want to get into the whole contributor thing because I have a problem with giving credit where you.
Okay, we're not going to get into that. What I'm telling you is, before whatever your feeling is, do know that app is not to tell you what first appearances is. That app's job is to send out notifications for your $2 a month, and that's what they did. And what you should do is what the boys did: send them proof.
Well,
and then he'll correct it, and then he'll go back and not correct it because those people. By the way, if you want to go after somebody,
it's debatable.
Cargos or whatever that one dude's name, or the Canadian guy, go hit their chat ups, right? And say, hey, buddy, I just want to let you know this is not what you thought it was. And I don't mean go be mean. Don't never be mean to anybody, but they just don't know. So, that's what you should do. And
I hear it. All I'm saying
is like I appreciate their position, and I appreciate what they did they did put a debatable first appearance kind of warning thing on there, which I appreciate more than just leaving the other thing up. And my other thing was kind of the spec was kind of weird, and they changed that too, although it is still weird. Like apparently Ro is short for rodeo, and her lightsaber is not a whip, it's a lasso.
That was all a bunch of bullshit.
But yeah.
Well, that's
so there's some other stuff attached there that I was probably more upset with than the full appearance, because that's always a problem. But yeah.
So talk about and to say something like that. The problem I think with it was after he came back and then debated again. And I get what you're doing, but do remember he will defend. His thing is this: he needs those things to pop up every once in a while, because at the end of the week he does like a hot 20 thing, right? Doesn't he do something like mover 20s or whatever?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Trending.
If you sell 0 books and then you sell 3 books, that's 300% more books than you sold.
That's my problem with percentages. That's exactly my problem with percentages.
And then I know it's a joke, Astro, but this is the problem. First off, don't sub to it if you don't like it. You can be like me. Number 2, the best place to go look up what first appearances truly is not use an app. Either watch a show that people are credible and not trying to sell you books on, or number 2, read the damn books.
Well, and it's not so much using it. Like, I mean, I use it as a free user, but like
that's very not a bad
thing. So, I still get, but at the same time, like my thing is like, don't put the information out there that will cause other people to spend money on stuff. And,
well, he needs that.
Like just
once again, he needs to
the breaks.
Movie or shaker. You can't have the same 10 books or books or 50 books being mover shakers. You have to have something to sell so you can sell that down the line. Remember, that is business strategy when you're going in there. So don't like.
Well, I get that, but why place speculative nonsense on it? Like this, like if you want to call it the first appearance and he wants to debate that fact, that's fine. But like the spec thing was the thing that really angered me more than anything, because it was just nonsensical.
No, okay, but this is what makes me even more mad. Third cameo. What he did after that, it was fine until the 2 days later when you guys started sending me those pictures.
Yeah,
you go back and try to create it, say it's debatable, and then say third cameo, because that's what's the guys like. Where could you go to give you no? And I don't blame some of these new guys getting in here, and this is why it does. And I will tell you personally, this is why that stuff, the notification, and does really bother me, because I have sold comic books, I have been selling comic books, and I've been doing it for well over a decade now. Okay, and I've seen it all come and go. And the one thing that I hate is when there's actually guys that are collecting stuff or are coming in to try to make their way in, because I was young once doing it too. You then push these people out because you do stuff like that and they don't know any better.
They lose their taste for it.
They shouldn't know any better, because there's people out there on the internet that push that app and they push that type of stuff and they don't explain what it is. Is it a good resource for going, ooh, I should dump some of these books?
Yeah.
Sure.
I think, like, even if he's going to attach the spec onto like a listing like that, put it out there as unconfirmed. Like, say that this is all unconfirmed. This is a total rumor. Don't put it out there almost like it's some sort of like fact when it's not.
But then you get into the question of why would you report it in the first place? Again, I come at this from a different perspective, because my degree is in journalism. So I believe in citing my sources, and I believe in putting out information that you could, double check, comes from 2 separate sources. I wouldn't just throw something out there on a whim. That's my problem with it. is by the time
did it help you sell the third cameo?
Pull it back. It's already done. Like as soon as that alert goes, it's done.
I like
done.
that.
You can't undo it.
This is in a negative way because I'd like to see it from your point of view. You said it helped you with your Star Wars stuff.
I think.
Hold on, real quickly.
Well,
put that back up there. I just want to
go ahead.
An example. Put that book back up there. Steven, how much did you pay for this book, the number 5, that apparently you didn't have?
You might not bought this book.
Huh?
Wait, this
Put Jedi up there. Jedi
I,
like, no.
I didn't mean for Jedi to have to go and grab it, but okay. I just clicked the wrong button.
Are you paying $5 for this book? Because if you're trying to tell me that you're selling this book for $5 on eBay, I will tell you right now, you're losing money.
Exactly.
So I mean, I'm not trying to rag on that guy. I actually want to know, like what's it helping you with? Because there's a lot of these books that are put out there that they give you the Bing, and a lot of people know that this isn't a first appearance. And I'm not trying to rag on him. I really am asking because I don't sell. I would never sell. It's not a rate that I would sell.
Mm-hmm.
I only sell graded slab books or very high expensive raws, mainly Silver Age on my eBay store. So I don't typically sell this, but I really am curious, like, who does this help? Because it seems like it doesn't. It seems like it has a bunch of people going down to the LCS, buying it for $4.99, and then putting it in a box, and that's $5 that will never find its way back into the marketplace.
Or
worse, there's that.
If you don't have an LCS near you, going online and paying $5 and the shipping,
plus the $6 shipping or more in some cases, then you're really paying $10 to $12 for this same book. Like
that's what I'm kind of asking, Steven. I'm just a loud dude. I'm not trying to I'm just.
I'm with you though. Like that's the point. Like there's no upside in doing this. Like this doesn't matter. Like
does hitting 1 in 100? Does 1 in 100 make the difference? Because if you're buying these at $5 plus shipping, if you get a book, the average book does not sell on the internet raw for $500, and even after that, you're taking 21% off of what your sales is. So you're telling me that you're going you have to make the $500 up somewhere.
Like he's saying that's the app. If the app hits 1 out of 100 rumors, or if somebody hits 1 out of 100, I think that's what he's saying. I could be misreading that, but
what a year makes.
Yeah,
when these books came out, nobody liked.
I mean, I'll say this much to kind of cap it off. Like, if you see something out there from anyone, any source here on the show, anybody else, if you see something that you think is a little odd, or just don't take everything as gospel.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even want people to take what I say as gospel. I say some crazy stuff. I've had crazy theories before. We had a whole segment on it at one point. So don't take what I say as the gospel. Go look up other sources. If you get an alert from an app, maybe spend 5 minutes to check out what other sources are.
The internet is a very big place, and there's a lot of information on it if you weren't aware.
Even with our first appearance lists, and even when I was helping with CBSI, and I know everybody's put in with that list before too, there's a lot of back and forth that goes into that, and a lot of prove it to me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Me and Jay have disagreed within hours before the first appearance list for the Higher Publics went out. Mm-hmm. I mean, it really has. And then we'll make a note this is what he thought, that I thought, and this is why. But that's not what this is. Do not hate this app because it does what it's supposed to do. The app does what it's supposed to do. It really does. Just, is that good for the market? Mm-hmm. We can debate that another day. Go ahead, Dom.
It's debatable.
I was just saying the fact that, it's crazy how everybody speculated they hated this stuff when it came out. Now everybody wants scrambling to get all these books. They're trying to get first appearances, all these things. And I know that a lot of people want to make money. But when this thing dropped, there were people out there saying, "Oh, we don't want this. This is not good for Star Wars." Now, look, we've been saying great things about the High Republic since it first dropped. But now, everybody wants it now. Everybody wants to go out and get this issue, that issue. And it's just amazing what a year how a year changes. People's perspective.
I don't think he is selling crap. I think people's buy-in is what's selling the crap. He is selling a notification.
Yes,
he puts it up there.
The problem is what people do.
Well, and the other they perceive is going to happen. Do know that.
On the other hand, and somebody said it on IG. It's the part of the problem that I had with the reason why I made my IG post was more along the lines of it's a self-fulfilling prophecy in a way. It's oh, well, here I put out an alert about this app, But now look, it's trending. Well, yeah, it's trending because you told thousands of people that it was an important thing. I mean, of course it's going to be trending. Why wouldn't it be?
Yeah. But hey, this is the other thing too. Even with the CBS Island, and you just got to be careful because it's showing you first appearances, but that doesn't mean they're all valuable. You know what I mean? Like it's just any.
It's just information.
Even the list we do, I guess it helps when we do it in video because we tell you, oh, I think this character will be. Perfect example is the Bake Off. I got a lot of hate because of my opinion on the Bake Off. I said those characters aren't going to be much of anything. We'll probably see them 1 or 2 books, and it's not going to produce anything. That's my opinion. If you believe in that opinion, make your own. We told you where it was. Just it is how it. Nobody cared about.
Somebody said Jay Bonilla said it. Put in your own research too. Read the books and look stuff up. If somebody tells you a first appearance is there, don't take their word for it. Go up, look online or something, see if
I mean,
see what you can see.
You can't say third cameo and then come on, man.
Yeah.
I know you're
that
trying
was
to
a little off.
This is also the thing.
And the number of panels she's in that book is like 4 or 5. It's not like a 1 panel appearance in each of those books. She's in several panels, and she's named and she talks.
Hey, Eric,
how many times are you going to count a cameo?
You know what though? I can tell you the story between 180 and 181. It doesn't change what's going on in the market.
Yeah.
So I hear what you're saying, but like what I'm saying is with that app, it is a self-fulfilling. He does use content creators, tells them they need to get this content out because I need to drop a notification on day X. Okay. Then he uses it was on this channel. Then it sells 3 copies. Holy crap. My 20 or 50 or whatever he does sold 300 times.
Well, and I know Zaggy's joking, but that's the other issue is like, you have eBay links and other stuff attached to there where people can just easily go like hit buy, hit sell. Like you go like when I put like a first appearance list up, I'm not attaching in, I'm not telling you to buy anything. I'm just giving you information.
Well, because if you provide
no eBay link or anything attached.
Yeah, third right here. Yeah, third cameo. Yeah, I get all that. Yeah. All right. Well, there we go. So good job though. 2, 3, 5, 6. Yeah.
See, that's the thing.
And I mean, that's another, you should be if you want High Republic books, yes, buy them all while they're cheap, while you can. It's not a bad philosophy at all. But
but like the whole market decides on what the first appearance is and what is the cameo appearances.
And to me, that's silly.
It is silly because you think about it. You look at a book, you have one little page, like the Wolverine, the 180, 181. Everybody's saying this, and that has been going on for decades. What the first appearance is.
A little different of a story between that.
I know.
I know what you're saying, but
you would think it would change. Mm-hmm. Like now, someone would drop, and this is the exact first appearance without all this controversy that people say do one thing or another.
But you can't
have this conversation like this if it was easy.
That way either. Like you just can't. Like, I mean, sorry to say it, but like you can't. Like if there was some people, that's the base. It's the same thing with bad rumors. The bad rumor sites, like Doomdor or whatever his name is, Gracie, whatever. Yeah. Whatever his name is. That's the same thing. Like every day they say Catherine Kennedy got fired and Star Wars is burning, and they get tens of thousands of views on it. It's the same.
The simplest thing is that there is no one unified accepted terminology for full. Full is just a bullshit word. It is what it is. Like full is a word that was added to make another appearance more important than what may be considered a first. A cameo. So this is a full. It doesn't really mean anything. Just know what my only point why it's doing this. Just know what you're buying. If you know you're buying a book because Wolverine shows up on the last page in the splash, just know that's why you're buying it. If that's why you want it, then that's why you're paying for it. Just know what's in there. That's all. Just take half a second to know what you are buying, and then who cares what people call it? Let's spend your money how you want.
Third first appearance of a team up.
Well, that's the thing. If we want, because I know we were gonna do it, but we're not gonna do the whole the Kaden.
Yeah,
thing.
we're not gonna get all that.
We're gonna get the Cole, Kaden, and Sabine thing, but that's the point. It's you just know what you're buying.
I know what you're buying, and that's why it hurts, and that's why actually we didn't have 12 in there is because like that book 1 is the first appearance, 100%, It's 1,000% the first appearance. But because they could manipulate the market, now people are asking, well, what about 12? 12 isn't the first appearance. I'm sorry to tell you.
12 isn't the first appearance of what? To clarify.
No.
12 is Inquisitor.
Oh, Inquisitor. I'm sorry.
You're thinking of 6. You're doing 1 and 6.
6 isn't the. We're going to do all Kanan books, but then
yes, 1 they appear. 5 they appear. 6.
And by the way, first appearance once again is first appearance in comics. That's what it shortened down.
And then there's that too.
The word full, just like they added full, they cut first appearance in comics down to first appearance. That's what it stands for. It's non-debatable. As far as the 180 and 181, even Overstreet, they misprinted it. That's how that happened. We can get into longer. I'm gonna do segments now, little shorts with people. Maybe we'll get into some of this history of comics and stuff because I think people should know it. But look,
the Mandalorian's coming out, and if they show the child the last panel, is that going to be the first appearance compared to his first full appearance in 2?
Yes, no, because everybody will still point to the issue 20.
See, this sucks. And this is what right here. What Azil said. Okay, they had holes and they were waiting. I've done it too. And then all of a sudden,
everybody does. Everybody.
You know what I mean? And that's where it starts hurting it because people will give up on collecting. And it starts to be too expensive. They really
even though he used all caps, I also agree with what Prince just said. Like I think that some of that strategy is predatory for new people.
I agree.
Coming into the game, which is fine, but it costs new people a lot of money, and if they get burnt, they're not going to like it too much.
Yeah. I think both of these. This isn't a solitary issue, right? It doesn't have to be one or the other.
It's not just one app, one sort. It's across the community or whatever you want to call it of an issue. It's not a contained thing that just happened once or anything else.
Okay, ask the boys. Anybody ever hear me catch FOMO? Anybody ever see me catch FOMO?
I get it. It's tough. It is tough. I feel it. I feel
it. Find one time when Marco got FOMO. I get FOMO.
I never get FOMO.
Yeah, dude, I still want to buy the Elden Ring game. I haven't played a video game in like a year and a half. I still want to buy it because I'm like, ooh, I feel like I'm missing out on that video game. Because people are talking about it. But I'm not going to be able to play it. If I buy it, I'm just going to be sealed, sitting on my shelf.
In continuity.
I get it.
Continuity is a thing, though. I'm sorry, Pete. Incontinuity is a thing, but it's not a thing that should cost more. There's things that, like, first team up of a character, a first new team up of a character shouldn't cost more when it's their 600th appearance together. You know what I mean?
And then you fall into and this is a whole nother debate to have on a whole different time, but then you fall into the debate of, like, for Star Wars, they're like, well, it's in canon. Well, then what's canon? Because, I've heard people say that this book is canon when I don't think it is canon, but falls into a whole different debate. But.
Oh, no, it's all right, Prince. Sorry you stubbed your toe. No, I agree with the two. I'm a Canonite, right? So I like stuff being in canon. That doesn't mean it costs more. That doesn't mean it's more important. It just means it's part of something. Right. Is FOMO real? I don't know. I think
here you want a good example of again. You're going to talk about the canon thing. I had done my whatnot. Whatnot sale. I sold my Darth Vader 14. I had pointed out. I was like, look. A lot of people like this because Ahsoka's in this one panel in this book. I was very clear, very upfront. Like, this is why some people are buying this. It's just one panel. She's standing there. She's got a goddamn helmet on her head. That's it.
Yeah. She's got
buy it if you want.
And
people
already been
wanted to buy it.
But this is the thing. That character had already been introduced multiple times into media again. So to be a first appearance in comics, it's a well-known character. That's what it is. This is how FOMO doesn't work because this isn't FOMO. I looked up, saw that there was inventory, said
it's TMZ. I can buy the video from them.
I don't pay for that price. Give me cheaper.
Brooklyn's a paparazzo.
What's that? What'd you say?
The Brooklyn's a paparazzo. He follows you to the con. Get footage of you falling for FOMO.
It sure seemed like Marco had FOMO for those soda pops earlier.
No, I didn't. Because what I said was,
wholesale.
If I could get it for wholesale price, I'll buy it.
You were getting the itches that you were like,
if I can't, I won't buy it though. No. FOMO means they'll go and try. FOMO's down. FOMO's down where it's like, shoot, they're only $12, but I'll pay $20 for them now before they even come out. I'll give you 30, 40.
I don't want to wait for mine. I'm gonna just buy this one.
They're cheap enough. I'll buy it.
Yep.
Sure, open them up. That's not FOMO. That's like,
Like I think everybody's gotten FOMO one way or the other. You know, things happen. You know, you want to get something because it's hot at the moment, and you don't want to be left out. And look,
cheap. And I actually don't.
Joe's Doolin brings up a good point there. With the one thing I always find funny about these debates we have with things like what happened here is like you got the Tosin thing, right? Guy's been in one comic. Now taking the FOMO factor out of that, which there's definitely probably FOMO in it, but taking that out, like so we called that a first appearance of Tosin, right?
It's
like nobody called it like Tosin's like cameo, and nobody called it like Tosin's full appearance. Like, but then when the next book comes out, somebody will surely say it's his full appearance.
Well, that's because
the terminology will change just because another book came out.
They put chart. So. Yeah, that was it too. Like if I can't get it, perfect example. When I couldn't get cards to open for Pokemon, I didn't. Or I found somebody who would sell me at a whole. Buying stuff cheaper than the market is not catching FOMO. By the way. So if you are like me, you buy stuff cheaper than the market. That's not FOMO.
Anyway. I think we've done this.
We're done.
Jedi's gotten so tired. He's like, you guys aren't even seeing me hit the move along button.
I'm surprised Jedi didn't give us the move along signal.
All right, go to the
I ordered that once and
chased out half of our people watching.
Go ahead. I did it once and no one paid attention, so I was like, why even do it?
You need to make it bigger and across the middle of the screen.
We can't control. That's a StreamYard thing.
Yeah, it's a StreamYard thing. All right. And yeah, I still love this stuff. I mean, I just finished off the rest right here. So gotta get another case, I think. Not that much. All right.
You know what? We're gonna move on. And I'm gonna move on with a segment intro. There we go.
Trivia time, right? Trivia.
Plenty of time.
Need the ones in the
trivia on the internet.
Josh, you're still in here. With the ones in the chat.
Yes, that's right. The ones that we should have done that while we were all
arguing. Chat. If you want to play a trivia,
talk about it every week, but we never do get an easier way to do this.
No. Pete went to a con. He didn't do a wheel this week.
No, I didn't do a wheel. Maybe next week. Maybe next week we'll get a wheel. And also,
we're Star Wars con. Can you get the con?
What's that?
4 Deadly Venoms and Sticks Boy. You are now eligible. Any Leftover Zaggy, Click My Vid, Comic Oven, and Paul, you're not eligible yet.
And Zodiac, on general principle, you're not going to get, if you get picked, you're not getting in because you put 4. I'm trying to be smart ass.
Dusty is here. He's been quiet tonight.
Well, because Marco walked away. Marco's the one who usually does the picking here with the stop.
Code Red's just telling you to sell the Thrawn.
You want me to do it? I mean, I can.
You can pick it. If somebody can you scroll? You have the controls now. Can you do that? I can't scroll. So.
Somebody tell me to stop.
All right, no. I'll stop. Mark Slack.
That's a new name.
All right.
So Mark if you're still here.
Let us know you're still there, Mark.
All right. Well, we're waiting for Mark. So the rules are simple. You're going to pick a number. Number corresponds to a question.
There he is.
Question will correspond to an answer. I guess, right? So, Mark, pick a number, and you'll absolutely 100% get the question right. I guarantee you.
We'll push
you. And then I'll show you your prize, and then maybe we make a deal if you want. There is a zinger.
We're like that English teacher who never lets you fail.
Yeah, there is a zinger in the deal still. So.
Oh boy.
4. Get the zinger. I'm still pretty nice to you.
He picked 4, so we got question 4.
Oh, right, Mark's in nice. Good. Mark's here. Good stuff. All right.
Oh my gosh.
What docking bay? Again, you can Google. You can use the.
Don't
chat.
tell them that. Just let somebody else Google for it.
Yeah. So, what docking bay in Mos Eisley housed the Millennium Falcon? Was it 84, 9, 94, or 8?
I knew it had a 9 in it. Niner.
Not a niner?
It had a 9 in it. Is it 94? It's got to be 98. No, 94.
What docking bay in Mos Eisley housed the Millennium Falcon?
We have a
Ruben says 94. Dusty says 94. Mark says 94.
Everybody says 94.
Oh,
he said 94.
Mark's
He's
saying
answering it. He's 94.
Mark's got it. This was a layup. This is a gimme.
Okay. So next slide. So yeah, that is correct.
94 is correct.
You are correct, Mark. You are a winner.
So, Mark, I don't know how long you've been watching the show. If you watch the show every week,
yeah, he watched a
lot. But Mark, I've been trying to give these away. Nobody wants them, and I've been trying to give these.
Oh, he's gonna sweeten it.
I've been trying to give these things away, and nobody wants them.
Built that one.
I'm offering you both.
Give him one.
Both these.
Ooh.
These are yours.
So show them one at a time. You got a Luke 12-inch.
So
right?
we got
you still got the bubbles in them.
Luke, Applause. It's not really an action figure. It don't really
like
move.
A PVC.
Do they still have bubbles in them for your bubble bath?
We have the Applause Prince Zizor with the tag. Still got the plastic or whatever. Keep his hair.
Tom's hoping nobody gets that so he can just get it.
We have one of the 3D metal model kits, Millennium Falcon. Go along with the question that you answered. These models are a pain in the butt, but not impossible. Not impossible. And then this is not Star Wars, but I'm going to throw it in. It's also a model of MS-07. Well, I don't know what it is, but yeah, I'll throw it in.
Multiple sclerosis 07 is what you're going to win.
It doesn't go in.
Mark, do you want to accept those? I'll get them in the mail to you, or maybe we deal a little bit.
Mark, what are we doing?
Mark, gamble.
Take the goods. Astro says take the goods.
Astro's saying take the goods, but it's up to Mark. Mark, you decide. Take the goods, or do you want one of the options?
Those don't have soap. They just look like those old from the 80s, the old soap things. You know what I mean?
Oh, I should probably give away those soaps. I still got those.
Or we can go with what's in one of these envelopes.
Gamble. Prince says gamble.
Mark says.
Oh, he chooses the deal.
All right, so give me a pick one of these envelopes, Mark.
They're already saying 3.
Well, that's not Mark though. Eric's saying 3.
I know. I'm just letting him know what the chat's saying. Sam's saying 3.
3.
Is there something? Do you always have something in 3, or do you never pick 3? We should probably do this. He says 2. He goes for the middle. He wants 2. I feel like a lot of people pick 2.
2's a fan favorite.
2.
The one in the middle.
Prince is still picking 4.
The one in the middle.
3. Somebody said 4.
Yeah, the Zodiac and his 4.
He wants all of them added together. Wait, that'd be fine. 6.
I may have to do a new envelope. This one didn't open right.
It's a gift card to Hawaii. That would be hilarious.
It's a piece
of
Aloha
paper. Rewards part.
Oh, it's the zinger.
Oh. What is that?
I'm sorry.
Is that some kind of
was illogical.
I don't understand what this is. Hey, Robotech Jenner. Good to see you.
Yeah, hit the one in the middle.
I like how you actually have the zinger prizes. It's not like it's not some sort of like strange fake out. Like you actually bought the Star Trek stuff.
I did not buy the Star Trek stuff. Well, I guess in a way I did. I bought a Star Wars lot of toys, and this and the other Star Trek came with the box.
I'm not the only one questioning. Wayseeker was wondering why you had so much Star Trek.
Yeah. No, this happens all the time. It does. I actually got a whole box of stuff. Oh, maybe I should do it. I have a whole box.
He's happy.
I see it on Macari a lot where they're like Star Wars lot, and it's like 30% Star Trek.
Enterprise.
Mark is thrilled to get the star. There you go.
Oh, good. I'm glad he got it.
Sometimes the zingers work.
Congrats, Mark. Congrats.
Also, I think it helps all the other guys because they're really into those bath soaps that you got there. Good job. Make sure you hit up Jedi Johnson 22 in the IGs, or hit up Renovision and we will get those out to you whenever we feel like mailing stuff.
Just so you know, Jedi, I thought it sounded familiar when I looked at it. The other model you have, you didn't know what it was from. That's a Gundam from an anime.
Oh, is it?
Oh, is it? Okay.
Here.
That was something else that just kind of got thrown in with a lot of stuff that I've.
Mark, either hit up Jedi Johnson 22 on Instagram, or you can just hit me up on Instagram, and I will pass your shipping where you want it shipped.
He's still unwanted. I don't understand.
I'm praying for it. He wants to play.
Maybe he wants it too.
Maybe it's because he's always paired with Luke. You need to separate him and
show
him with something. Maybe it's the Luke holding back.
Hey, everybody say congrats to Mark, but truth be told, they're just hoping that they could get in so they can get the Zizor. Because I know Ruben wants it. I know Wasinger wants it. Can we blow up the Enterprise? They all blow up anyways. Sure, I guess.
Hey, ask Mark. It belongs to him now.
Yeah, it's Mark's now.
All right. I'm telling you, I think it's been a great pass. All right. Well, thank you. And thank you for everybody for listening to our rant. Thank you for all the people in the chat. Astro, Ruben, all you guys that helped out with the little incident this weekend.
Thank you, Ronnie, for the super chat earlier.
Ronnie, appreciate the $2 super chat. Matt, Mark, great to see you. Jay, glad you stayed. Prince, great to have you. What else do we have? I actually got called, Ronnie.
Zodiac, sorry, that number 4 is the only number that worked on your phone. I won't yell at you anymore for choosing 4.
Yeah. Don't blame it. Good to see you. Hey, whatever this guy's name is, Paul, great. Dang, there's a lot of ones. Man, we had a lot of people participating. Yeah. Really good. Marv, good to see you. There's the one guy. I hope I didn't scare him away. So if you hear me, do know this wasn't directed at you. I was just really curious about this. And maybe you could leave a comment below on why you thought that it helped your collecting out. What was that guy's name? I'm going back to try to see him. Steven. Yes. Steven Guzman. Do know. I appreciate you. I appreciate you in the chat. And I really hope that you could fill us in. I really was quizzical about it. There's no wrong answer, by the way. Just, different.
No. It's still a tool. As you were saying, it's a tool. Like everything could be.
Like I said, I
rely on one
free version.
Yeah. I don't ever not use it. I mean, I use the free version. Thank you, Code Red. Good to see you. We got a little Alberta crude, which I would assume means he works for the oil companies. Thanks, guys. Always great Star Wars stuff.
Maybe he's just
that works in that.
Also, real quick, if you have suggestions for the stash slab sell thing,
we might do.
Please leave them in the comments after the show.
Yeah, please do that too.
We'll get to them eventually. We may not do them all the following week or anything like that, but we'll try to get to them eventually.
Appreciate it.
And it's got to be Star Wars books, guys. Star Wars books.
Yeah, Star Wars.
We might move it on to something else too eventually, just not on this one. Well, hey, great job, Dom. I really like the catch up with all the toys and stuff and all the statues. I won't be buying any of them.
Don't worry, I'm gonna get you a statue. You're gonna have it right the back of your.
Not give me a statue. Sure. Everything that anybody's ever bought me, you can catch on right in here too. By the way, eventually
we do have a cardboard cutout that's kind of like a statue.
What does a cardboard cutout do for you? Anyway, with that all said, make sure you come back next week. We'll have another show. Hit us up on Wednesday for the other live show. And thank you all again. And we will see you guys later.